In bed. He's done his ACL.
And don't get any ideas, boxer.
I'm trying to say, like, why I play with the bar. He ran out first game, so he went to fly Those days I used to use tape like it was for free. Right? And he's run through the banner and he's hit the banner, he's gone down. He didn't play for 6 weeks.
I'm just going to end it with one more. A good fella from down this way in South Gippsland, Trent Church, local at Gippsland now. Super player that Trent was. Good friends with Adam Gilly, who was such a player as well. Playing down at Arden Street. It was a wet, slippery day. Trent Church got tackled close to the boundary line. He was slung across the ground. Went straight head first, across the boundary line, over the fence, sorry, into the fence, with both arms out. And he's obviously the chicken wire fence around the around at Arden Street. Hands went straight through the fence and broke both his thumbs. And at the time, it was nasty because he broke both thumbs, but then come training on the Wednesday night, we really come together, he had plaster from his elbow down to his thumbs, and he walked in and we asked him how it's going, he goes, yeah, good guys. With both thumbs up in the air. Yes, we spoke about that for many, many years. Anyway, mate, you're doing well because we have had some strange injuries.
It's going well.
Let's get all right when we get back into this game. Pre-game show, we talk about all the ins and outs.
You know what? If I
Got your head stuck in a box?
No. But when I was boxing, I had the first fist.
That's really good.
So, sparring session. And those days were push it hard.
Good kick. There we go. He probably could have left that. It was going to go through. Oh, just in case it was touched. Alright, well we seem to be working here. Couldn't get a check 1-2 in a sec, could we?
Welcome back to the Wonthaggi Recreation Reserve this afternoon. It's a Gippsland Live pre-game show. Thanks to Harvey Norman and Betty in Gippsland. And get our best on the ground before this afternoon. Thanks to Gippsland Osuzu and NUX 76 and the D-Max. It's available now. Let's highlight intro with featuring an array of advanced technology features that make your life easier. Plus the powerful 3-metre turbo diesel engine with 3.5 capacity. Boat, caravan, trailer, without breaking the sweat. You own it and go your own way. Use the new Isuzu NUX and diesel. This is highway to Relgan. We've been talking about the boxes of jokes. He's got a book for us. Currently, I'm not so sure. It is now time. There it is. I was waiting for it to come in there, boxer for you. It is our Benjamin Match Sports Club. You can fuel up after the footy at the Match for Sporties. Dive in and get popcorn as well.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm actually going to make why have you moved so far away to tell the joke? Julie R is our joke provider this week as well. So thanks to the Sports Club as well. Julie R from the Yellow North. So thank you very much for this joke. It's a blind. Okay, so apologies to all the blinds out there as well. You know, it's not. They've got all the blinds. So let's go. Her blonde, she goes into to buy some playbox. Because her friend told her that she should learn about product safes. So she walks up to the pharmacy and asks, how much for a box of rubbers? Oh, there's $6 for a box of 3. Plus 60 cents in tax. She goes, oh. I always wondered how they kept them on.
Oh, that's a proud day there,
No, look, that's tax. Well, when Paul Travis is no, he's the smartest bloke I know.
See, I don't know why you've created this competition because now you don't have to put your names to those jokes. Thanks, Julie. You're taking over $50 supporting us last voucher there.
I have to go to the video.
Let's have a look at this game that we're calling this afternoon. They've got 18 injuries on their reserve. It makes it so difficult to put a game style together. Inside out of the park. What they got second, third from the ladder. They've got 6 wins and 2 losses. They have 125%. Now the game they're trying to score slots and they've set themselves up really well. We approach the halfway point.
Looking good, mate. It's going to get real cold, I reckon.
Harry Dawson, Tom, last week, 3 players. week. They get in Tom Davey, Dave Brown, and side. Well, for Moe, a couple of youngsters go out and a couple go back to Gippsland League. Jordy Shields, he's been great for some time. He'll be out for 2 weeks, thereabouts. Another match goes out. So for Moe, they're going to come to they get in, Jacob Wood, Paxton, Michael Brock.
Want to flick me on there?
Thoughts on this one, Boxer? What are you looking forward to tonight?
Yeah, I'm just going to say one thing about Wonthaggi as well. All jokes aside, but Wonthaggi had their backs against the wall against the roll a few weeks back. They had a couple of really big injuries as well. There's one in front of us as well. But they found enough to find a win, especially weight as well. So backs against the wall, Wonthaggi, they know how to get the job done. So today, they've got a massive job ahead of them too. We know that the Moe side, they're the giant. But what I love about Moe is the fact that they've got fans. We look at the ins and outs last year, we looked at the ins and outs and said, oh, you know, they're nothing against the players, but they didn't have to come through the players. They're able to call one night now, and look at it, it's going to take good for the next couple of years. There's been injured, but the Moe deserves footy because it hasn't come to the side as well. So for me right now, it's Moe's game to win because it's not with them. At the same time, there's one thing that they do, they've got a lot of pride in what they do as well. I think right now, we're going to
thoughts on one thing they must start earlier. Maintain territory, try and maintain it in there, half the ground, lock it in, maybe get some repeat entries, scratch and fight for maybe a couple of minutes and then get a goal. That's the type of style I think we want to play this afternoon. If it's an open running game, if Moe can switch it and get it to the outer side and really run and carry, I think they can actually open up Wonthaggi.
You're right. One thing he's got right, they've got the Williams boys as well too. So they're both renowned goal kickers, and I think Jai probably the goal in every game so far this year. But anyway, we can talk about that later on. But we're looking forward to a big game.
Yeah, that's it. Our pre-game's all done and dusted. We're going to get to a break, and of course the first quarter is coming up after it. It's all thanks to Harvey Norton.
Hey, Brock, is 50 young Calla? Number 50, is that young Calla home? No. Yeah, thanks, bud. S-M-I-T. Boxer.
That's where I missed the last game.
Ask Brock Smith. You want to ask? You want to ask Brock Smith? 36. Shall I ask Brock Smith? 26. You want to ask Brock? No. No. I can.
Very good afternoon and welcome to Wonthaggi Rec Reserve this afternoon. It is round 9 of the Alinta Energy Gippsland League and it is going to be an absolute cracker. Wonthaggi are taking on Moe here. The Power are back at home, but they need to bounce back. But they do have some injury concerns and today looms as a big day. I suspect the Power might want to lock things down and play a bit of a defensive game style. While for Moe, they are absolutely flying. The form team of the competition and they are sitting on top of the ladder. Only the one loss And they have firepower and flexibility to burn this Lions side in season 2025. Great to have your company. My name's Daryl Cooling, and joining me is my co-caller this afternoon, Timmy Sexton. Good afternoon to you.
Scud listeners around Gippsland and the Valley, fantastic to be here on a beautiful winter's day down here in South Gippsland and in Wonthaggi. A little bit of breeze, not much to speak of, and perfect conditions for the players that'll be out there in what is hoping to be a cracking game.
Absolutely. Special comments this afternoon thanks to Carpet Country, Nick Boxalacino.
Yeah, good afternoon, Scud and team. It's great to be here. Looking forward to this game. Great coming to Wonthaggi all the time, especially on 2 hours sleep. And but no, it's one of those games where we'll see what Wonthaggi are made of, and we'll see how good Moe are. So looking forward to a big afternoon.
Paul Carter, the number one stats man in the business, joins us.
Thank you, Daryl. And it's round 9. It's the time where teams take stock of where they're at for the season, having played all other 9 teams in the competition. And I think the big danger for Moe here this afternoon would be going in thinking they've got it won before the first bounce. So they certainly need to put the pressure on Wonthaggi and maintain it for the full 4 quarters.
Righto, gents, before we as players get into positions, Paul, your tips for today?
Moe by 35.
Box up?
Yeah, Moe for me by 52 points.
Gee whiz. I'm going to go Moe by 12.
I'm going to go Moe by 43, and I think that they're just the firepower that they've got versus the injuries. I'm just not sure that Wonthaggi can cover everything that they've got there, but where umpires got the ball in the middle, both sides are nearly ready to go. So here we go for the round 9 action, Alinta Energy Gippsland League. Daryl Cooling to start the game.
Yeah, it'll be Sean up against Chris Prowse to start the first quarter for Metricon, and Sean got a good leap and got the tap down. Scagliarini comes the other way, try to get it to Paholke. That was Miles. He got a handball again, did Scagliarini. Van Dyke's under pressure, a little quick kick to Balfour, although back there shoved off the footy on that time. Was Dickerson for the power. Now Sims squeezing a handball out. Scagliarini's been, that was Dykstra on that occasion being busy. Here's Scagliarini, just kicks it off the deck. Jacob Wood at half forward for the Lions. He goes back by hands to Balfour, and the left foot kick to the pocket. Oh, what a good matchup's that going to be. Crocker and Chug, but a quick kick on this occasion. Goes around the body from Justin Morrow, and it's bouncing through. I tell you what, it's going to be a goal. It was Pepper in the end, was it? Was it Pepper or was it Morrow? I think you'll find...
No, it was Morrow. It was definitely Morrow.
I think you'll find it was Justin Morrow, hard up on the boundary, got the bounce, and that's an early contender for the Zambrero goal of the day.
Absolutely, Scud. Great call as well. Ooh. What a great kick there by Morrow. What a great finish as well there too by the Moe side. The matchup you spoke about is the one I want to talk about as well. Isaac Chug has gone down and picked up Crocker, a leading goal kicker in the Gippsland League as well. Isaac Chug, he's had a magnificent year for Wonthaggi off the half-back line, really setting them up off that line, but they've seen a lot of respect here for Crocker, and they've put their best player on Moe's best player right now.
That goal took 41 seconds on the Metricon home scoreboard. 6-point lead to Moe.
Sean was over the top, got the tap out again, but umpire's going to come back in, and we're going to have another ball up. Still in the centre square here of the Wonthaggi Rec Reserve.
Great to see somebody that's got the right tone for the scoreboard sponsors this week. I really struggled with that last week.
Sean got the tap down again. Handball came out. It was Van Dyke got over the top there. Coming through was Dykstra. He puts the ball inside 50. Looking on the lead there, but coming out was Bray, got the hand in there. Laird looked to get the handball. Bray on his knees. He's wrapped up and he's going to get a free kick. It's going to end up, we're going there into the hands of Anderson. Anderson for the power, looking inside. He's called to play on now. He hasn't got anyone that leads for him, so he comes into the middle of the ground. It's a dangerous kick, and it's turned over there into the hands there of Baldy. Baldy goes forward, and it is there in Nick Prowse. He goes forward quickly, but it's going to be there. Chug's going to come through and cut it off. It was a 4-on-1, and it didn't give Crocker any chance. He comes out wide to the coach there in Jared Blair. Blair over the top. Patterson taking the lead just outside his defensive 50. The Lions are set up well. He's going to have to dump it deep down the line. Oh, he's sent it out wide, and it's ended up in the Moe bench. He's put it out of bounds on the full, and the Lions will reload.
And the reason for that too, though, Moe really zoned off really quickly too, so they put a lot of pressure on the kicker. It was man on man.
Sim came into Van Dyke, wasn't 15, said the umpire. Handball comes through as Blackshaw. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Didn't get rid of it properly, but the umpire said play on. Blair, quick hands. Wasn't able to find anyone in there, but Williams got a quick handball over the top, and we'll have a ball in.
There's a lot of anxiety out in the ground at the moment too, so a lot of errors being made, just in the little patch there as well. Just got to slow down a little bit too, the Power, because they've had control.
So 6 points the 6 points the margin. Moe lead it. We've got a boundary throw in. Just a little bit forward to centre for the Lions. 3-minute mark of this Metricon Homes first quarter. Prowse and Sean. Sean gets the run at it. Prowse taps it down though. Scagliarini there with Sparks. Good little toe poke there by Scagliarini. Baldy didn't get ball to boot. Mobilia's there. Squeezed a handball off to Sean. And he's dumping wobbly torpedo punt. Goes to the top of the 50. Kelty's back there. Working hard was Davey. Gets shuffled out the back. And out there was Paholke. That's Miles. Gets it to the wing area. But going up and taking a strong mark out there was Noah Anderson for the Power. Inboard kick. He's looking for a teammate in Sean. Couldn't get it. But will win the free kick.
So Kilty's gone back this afternoon as well. He's been playing mainly as a forward this year.
Oh, Sean's kick went into the man on the mark. Sparks was there, though, to help him mop up. Goes to Reed. Reed's kick. Does it get through to the coach? Not quite. He's got 3 to beat. The coach does well in the end. Comes the other way. Maresco quickly tackled by Dykstra. Umpire says my ball. It's hot early.
Geez, they're not hurting them in the turnovers either to the Moe side, because Wonthaggi really butchered the ball in this last few minutes as well. So just got to capitalise on these mistakes.
Shot over the top, but it was Prowse. Chris got it down there. Sim gets a handball over the top. Scagliarini coming through the... Paholke comes through the middle. And Harry Pepper, he went to go and he did. He's had to throw it on the left boot. Not ideal, but going back with the flight of the ball there and taking the strong mark there for the Lions is Lee Paholke. He goes round, plays on the left boot, over the shoulder, and there's the second for the Lions.
So this is what happens though too, when you've got a focal point like Crocker. The focus is purely on him, so they're zoning off, trying to cover his importance in the game, where it leaves a player like Lee Paholke on his own in a pocket. So he's zoned off, and the kick goes. It was a beautifully weighted kick too to him as well. So I don't know how good he can be as well. But their half back line, Moe, led by Harry Sim and Miles Paholke, they're going to be dangerous this afternoon.
We've played 5 minutes into the first quarter, and the Metricon home scoreboard has Moe 2 goals straight, 12, leading Wonthaggi yet to score.
Just waiting for the ball to come back to the middle. A couple of really good matchups this afternoon. Looking forward to these. And the flexibility allows Declan Kelty to roll back or forward at any stage. And they've just got a good balanced side, this Lion side. The opening 2 goals of the quarter. Sparks was there to read it in the middle. To Mobilia, steps around the tackler, drives it inside forward 50. It's a deep target. McGuinness out the back, can't complete the mark. And now a quick handball from Davey. Gives it across, snap around. The body was tight from Jackson Williams. It's their first score for the Power this afternoon. It came 6 minutes in.
They are 1 behind 1 point, trailing by 11 points over Moe, who are at 2 straight 12.
The Lions will bring the ball back in. Looking to go to the outer side here is Van Dyke. Plays on, delivers a wobbly kick outside 50. Got a hand in there though, was Kelty, wrapped up in a strong tackle by Paholke. There is the Power players in Shannon Bray. And we're going to have a ball up about 55 metres around from the Power goal. Just ticked over 6.5 minutes here in the first quarter. It's Prowse, gets a tap down, beautiful with their left hand there. No one's able to take it clean coming out of there. Paholke and Van Dyke, they'll raffle it between the two of them. Handballs it over, dumped in the tackle there, but Patterson, he snaps it over his left shoulder, pushes it out of bounds and out of bounds on the full. It'll be the Lions free kick from deep in their defensive 50.
So switching kick now from Blackshaw goes to Miles Paholke. He knows how to find the football. Chiseling kick out wide. Found Scagliarini, inboard kick, nicely done. Gets to Lockie Rock. He goes to half forward. Moe are clinical at the moment. Prowse is out there. Nick takes a little bit of time to get the footy, then coughed it up. Reed comes the other direction with strength. Bray's out there, gives a handball to Reed. Reed's right foot kick is going to be neat. And, they didn't know what to do with it. Tiziani was one of those, and Patterson as well. Patterson gets around a couple now by foot. Now gives it across to Cornelius. He's kicked though, turned over. Sim on the rebound, chips it over the top. Lions have got 2. Balfour's 1. Crunching tackle from Blair, but it gets to Crocker out the back, who marks, plays on, and gets his first of the afternoon. Moe looked very good early.
Yeah, they do, Scud, and they use the word beautifully too. They are clinical with the ball as well, so they're really prepared to use it quickly and on foot. They don't care about using their feet in regards to running the yards. They're going to use it by leg. And what they've done too, though, is they're pushing Chug and other backmen up the ground. And when the ball's turned over that quickly because of the skill level of Wonthaggi at the moment, Crocker had a field day there on his own. So they've just got to be prepared to make sure that they're zoning off properly or getting back quickly if the ball gets turned over.
Moe leading by 17 points, 8 minutes into the first quarter on metric on home scoreboard, 3 straight 18 to 1 behind 1 point.
Ball back in the middle. Prowse and Sean to go at it again. Both ruckmen go at it. Prowse got the tap down there. It was cleanly taken there by Baldy. He puts them back inside 50 straight again. Lee Polk in front. Good punch from behind there by Bray. Comes out wide. Anderson needs to keep it in front of him. He didn't. Pepper, he tried. Chug, good names there. Great contest out on the far wing. Umpire's going to come in and have a ball up.
Just quickly, Chug just backed himself in there. He's now 50 metres away from Ben Crocker, the most dangerous forward in the competition. He's got some cover, but gee, when he goes, Crocker goes the other direction.
Other way.
Prowse got the tap down there. Came clean out of there through. It was Danaher. Wow, great turn there by Moresco. Got the handball out. Coming out wide here and going to end up with it is Brown. If it sits for him, good close there from Van Dyke. Great tackle. Wrapped up in the middle of the ground.
It's that first touch by Wonthaggi that's killing them at the moment too. So their kick or their targets aren't making their points. So they've just got to make sure that if they're going to execute, they have to deliver.
Sean and Prowse. Prowse takes front position. Great tap down. Scagliarini gets the handball out. Baldy, he had a fresh air. He had it wrapped up in a strong tackle by Sparks. And we'll have another ball up. True centre wing here. Wonthaggi Rec Reserve. It's the Lions by 17 points.
That is on the Metricon home scoreboard. Love where you live. Prowse again gets the tap. Sean does well at ground level though. Gives it across now to Cade Brown. He's chiselling kick to McGuinness. Although dropped the mark that he should have taken. Paxton is his opponent. And now Kelty comes in to help for the Lions. To Danaher. They go back now to Paxton, whose kick goes to the outer side. There's Miles Paholke. It gets over the top of the head of the forward there, and he's away. Paholke's right foot kick in towards Lee's brother. Gets to the back. Crocker, hard up on the boundary line. Gathers it on the right. Banana celebrates. Zambrero, he wants. And that's his second. Benny Crocker.
And this is what happens when you give players of the class of Miles Paholke and then you give it to Crocker as well. They're going to hurt you every single time. They only need one touch to hurt you, and they've done it. They've done it again. Wow. Miles Paholke off that half-back line has been dynamite, with Harry Sim as well, but it's just the dominance of this midfield right now. I know they're taking risks down back with Wonthaggi, but they've just got to make sure they've got contact with their player.
Moe leading by 23 points. We're at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. The metric on home scoreboard has the Lions at 4 straight 24. Wonthaggi 1 behind at 1 point.
Mobilia goes in to do the ruckwork and puts some body on Prowse. Prowse was able to get the tap down there. Nothing clean's going to come from it. Umpire will come back in. Just shows how easy the turnover is. McGuinness dropped a mark that he should have taken, and they're just clinical. The Lions, bang, all bang, bang, and Wonthaggi didn't get a hand on it again. So we go back up here in the middle. Mobilia does well, keeps Prowse off it, gets the tap down. He rows it himself. He's got to knock it out of there. Handball's going to come out, ends up with Prowse. Nothing. He's going to get a free kick for holding the man. Danaher's going to get the free kick there. Looking to give it off straight away. Umpire said it's 50 metres. And I was going to have to say it's going to go against the stand. Has to go against the stand because the other Wonthaggi player was running with Paholke through
the
there.
So the area was covered.
Yeah, so he's got to be with that. So it has to be the guy didn't stand on the mark. So Danaher's going to come in and take his shot from about 30 metres out directly in front to put the 5th goal on the board for the Lions. He's taking his time. He's full allotted. He slowly makes his way in from about 35 on his left foot. Sends the ball forward. Goal umpire doesn't move, and there's the Lions' 5th.
Yeah, well, this could be a rort. And the only reason why it's going to be that is because obviously little decisions like that made, be it 50-50 or not. But the other side of it is, and you spoke about it too, Timmy, is the turnover from Wonthaggi as well. So first at the ball, they're getting smacked already through the midfield as well. They've been able to take control there. The only real shine of light is in the middle is their ruckman for Wonthaggi. So they've just got to tighten a few things up here. Otherwise, this could be a 7 or 8 goal quarter here for the Moe Lions.
Well, it's 5 goals already in 12 minutes, Box, and it's a 29-point lead to Wonthaggi on the metric on home scoreboard. They are 5 straight 30, leading Wonthaggi 1 behind 1 point.
What a start for the Lions side, and Prowse taps it down again, and Danaher quickly got tackled on that occasion by Yarn, and a dumping tackle again. They're just holding on to him too long. Danaher gives a handball to Miles Paholke. On the right boot, high kick, open forward line. And the target is Lee again, and he finds him. Goodness gracious, Lee's going to pass it off. He's going to go to Prowse, although that should be a free kick. Dickinson caught one across the shoulder, couldn't complete the mark. Shuffle handball towards Sparks. He picks it up, goes back to Reed. They're under enormous pressure. Bray's going to leave it behind. A quick handball there. Tried to squeeze it out, Power stand up in it. This time it comes across now to Bates. His kick goes the outer wing. He's going to find a teammate out there. Looks up, goes in the direction of McGuinness, over the top of his head again. And now Blackshaw swoops on it. Here's Paholke. No, Blackshaw's kick missed him. This is a chance for the Power. Patterson turns, gives it across now. Tiziani, top of the 50. Can he find a target? He can.
Much better.
Kyle Yarn. And Yarn, well, he's given away a free kick and a 50. Will go back, and he must kick this for his side. He owes one for the Power.
He definitely does, Scud, too. Much better build-up then, too. Even though there was the first kick out of the third kick out of this one was a turnover again, potentially. But they've done well enough now to find themselves in front of goal here for their first, potentially, for the afternoon.
So Yarn, they trail by 29 at the moment. On its way, kicked into the man on the mark. Miles Paholke gets a handball away. Top of the square, though, still ball in dispute. Blackshaw gives it out wide. A kick under pressure. It's going to Lux a fortune. Scagliarini will chip it across to Sim.
And it'll be Rock. Rock's going to come back in the middle to Paholke. They need to someone needs to start manning up on Miles Paholke. He's having a field day with it. He's going to come out wide, grandstand side, and ends up there in the hands. Holmes goes to Sim. He's forward. He looks to come back inboard. There's numbers aplenty. Baldy goes back with it. Wasn't able to take it. He's wrapped up by Reed and Chug. We're going to have a ball up just inside their 50. It's they're having a field day with it, I tell you. They've just there's just no hands on it, and someone needs to man up on Miles Paholke pretty quickly because he's going to have leather poisoning by the end of it.
Paul Carter, stats.
Sean tapped down. Scagliarini on the left boot pushes it forward and taking the strong contested mark in front, though, is Lee Paholke.
See, what happens now, Timmy, is that all the Maui forwards are full of confidence. They've got confidence in their midfield to get the ball inside 50. You could be playing on King Kong. You're still going to outmark him.
Paholke on the left, snaps it over the shoulder.
There you go.
And there is goal number 6.
Well, there you go.
Paul Carter, just quickly, Miles Paholke's stats.
6 kicks, 3 marks, 2 inside 50s.
What's going to happen now too, Scud and team, I believe personally, if I was making the move as a coach, get Chugger out of that goal square, get him up on the half-back line, give him a little bit more stability. I know who you're going to put on him. That's the big question, but you've got to take a little bit of confidence in the person that you do that, because they're getting killed across half-back now.
I'm rolling it
and roll the dice. Go.
No, I'm going the other way.
I've got an 8-man defence.
Yeah, I want to lock down at the minute. I want to hold on to the footy for about 5 minutes while I just chip it around and work out what's going on.
I want to hold on to a hot dog too, but I can't get that either. So.
Big moments, all thanks to the Moore Bowling Club. That's what Box wants to hold on to. You heard him. He likes holding hot dogs.
Coming back into the middle. Prowse over the top. Got it down. Baldy wasn't able to be clean, but Scagliarini, they're going to get a free kick here. And it is going to go in the hands there of Trent Baldy. He's called to play on. Looks forward to leading Prowse. Got a hand in there, though. Did well was Gilmore. He's wrapped up in a tackle. And the Lions, they're attacking.
They have got the best midfield right now in the competition. There's no doubt about it. Scagliarini has had an absolutely purple patch of form as well, but he's got a lot of mates around him.
They've got the best team at the moment.
Prowse got the tap down coming through, looking for Sean, though. He's wraps up in the tackle. The last one off will be Jacob Wood.
And Timmy, let me go quickly around the grounds. Thanks to Gippsland Furniture. It is the Lions 8-10-58 to the Giants 7 straight 42.
So out the back there was Blair. Little quick kick, although left it behind. Trying to run onto this one was Cornelius. He does in the end. Right foot kick to half forward, picked off. Declan Kelty gives it to Scotty Van Dyke. In the middle of the ground they go. Scagliarini, and he took on and played on. That's holding the footy. Umpire said no. Brown got him in a great tackle.
Got to kick away.
Get it back, does Brown. And now working hard is Dykstra. Gives a handball to Scagliarini. Paholke, well, he made a little bit of an error, left it behind, but Calla Holmes now gets onto the end of it. Chisels a kick. Chug. Crocker. Crocker put one hand up. Bray comes off his man, wins the footy. Gives it across now to Maresco, but he ran out of real estate. And we've got a boundary throw in inside Moe's forward 50. And can you believe it? 17 3/4 minutes of the first quarter. Moe 6 straight 36. Wonthaggi are 1 behind.
Scagliarini 9 disposals.
He's unreal.
Inside 50s, Paul?
It's 11-4, Moe's rate.
6 goals from 11 inside 50s. Just shows how efficient they are going inside. Ball comes back in. Prowse will take front position. Give that one to Sean. Coming over there was Bates. Chug threw it on the boot, looking for a clearing kick. 2-on-1 contest coming through. It's going to end up in the hands there of Williams. But Calla Holmes does well, gets the handball across. Scagliarini, he's wrapped up in a tackle. Drop the ball, play on, says the umpire. Comes out, McGuinness is on the half-back flank. He's just going to dribble the ball here. But the Lions have got the line set up behind.
Wow.
And it's going to be Paxton going to go into the middle of the ground to Van Dyke. He can go over the top to Miles Paholke. He can go right or straight ahead. He chooses to go right into the hands of Sim. Sim delivers the ball forward. Crocker, Reed did well, got him under the ball there. Paholke got rid of Bray. He's going to end up with it coming out there and holding the ball against the Lions there. Free kick goes against Morrow. And we're going to have a free kick to Gilmore from the back pocket.
So he gets it out wide now to Bray. They're under enormous pressure. Hold on to the footy for a good 5 minutes, I'd say, and reset at quarter time. Don't leak anymore. Bray goes short to Blair.
He's kicked it out on the foot.
So out of bounds on the full. Miles Paholke for touch number 9. Goes back in, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute. This time it gets through the hands, gives it to Scagliarini, out to Pepper. Pepper on the right boot, and that's another one. Moe kicks 7 straight in the opening 20 minutes of this first quarter for Metricon Holmes.
It's become a bit of a rort at the moment too. And the thing is, Wonthaggi need to be more accountable through the midfield. So it's got to be a one-on-one sort of concept here, because they're not right now. They're getting smacked at stoppages. They're getting smacked through the midfield. They're getting hurt off the half-back line. No one's even looking at Miles Paholke. And the thing is, inside you can't blame the defenders when the ball's coming in so quick and so fast right now. Up the ground's got to take a bit more accountability.
It's a 41-point margin. 19 minutes into the first quarter. Metricon Holmes scoreboard. Moe 7 straight 42. Wonthaggi 1 behind 1 point.
1v3, and the Lions are certainly putting the power to the sword early. Sean got over the top. Baldy didn't have it, and he's going to get a free kick.
Here comes the frustration too, lads, because they'll do that. They'll get frustrated. They'll give away silly free kicks, and this is where they're getting hurt.
Baldy could have gone either way, left or right. Pepper on the lead by himself in front of Blair. Takes a strong contested mark. He plays on, leading to the pocket. Paholke and Crocker. Crocker just gets rid of Chug. And they're going to pay a free kick against Crocker to Chug.
That was their box.
That one was there, but I tell you, but they're just...
If that was there, I never would have kicked any goals. I'll give it a tip right now.
I tell you, Crocker and Paholke are working well in tandem. Chug on the left boot delivers it out wide, but he's going to end up in the hands of, look like Miles Paholke, but it falls over the back to Davey. He looked for a handball out, looking for there in Williams. Wasn't able to get a handball over it. And they'll see it over the boundary line in front of the scoreboard here at Wonthaggi Rec Reserve, which reads the Moe Lions 7 goals straight, 42 to the Power, just 1 point.
We've had plenty of best on ground performers in this opening quarter, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute. You are listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM across Gippsland and the Valley. And down in South Gippsland, beautiful afternoon. Dykstra from the stoppage.
With sauce, mate.
Around the body as Boxers ordering hot dogs. Sim takes the mark, nicely done, and plays on quickly. Gives it a Wood. Prowse is on his own. Does it get to Prowse? He elevates. Chug, well done. This is what we like to see. Intercept mark and then drives it down. Kelty, it's a 2-on-1. Kelty's there. He's fighting with his teammate to come in on the other direction. Taps it back to Baldy. And now Baldy's kick. Beautiful left foot kick. Found Sim. And Sim's got numbers across the ground. He goes backwards to that man. Miles Paholke all on his own again for touch number...
It's 11.
11. Scagliarini takes the mark at centre-half forward. Lee Paholke's on a lead on his own. Crocker's in the goal square. It's a wobbly kick. Chug intercepts. Gives a handball off to Gilmore.
Gilmore will take the clearing kick, but he's going to put it out over the fence. And it's going to be a free kick, and it's going to come straight back in by the Lions. They've just got to be smarter with that. They've just got to take some time and try and find some short 15, 20-metre kicks.
Wonthaggi put it out in the full 4 times this quarter.
And get control of the ball. It's Van Dyke over on the far side. He's going to reload and put the ball back inside 50. Who's at the back? It's Bray who gets a clear run at it. He wasn't able to get a handle on it, though. Sparks got the quick kick around. Gilmore. He looks a little chip kick inside to the coach in there in Blair, to Mobilia. Over the top now, they've got some run, but they haven't got anyone in front of them. It's Davey who's going to come back in board. He finds Sparks. If the switch is on, if he can make the kick, and he does. And it's going to be Anderson. He's got a paddock in front of him. If he can cut back inside, going to get caught, just gets the kick away. Over the top, coming through though, great hands there by Paxton. Sim got the tap through, wrapped up in a strong tackle. Ended up there being Cornelius. And the Power will look to try and get something out of this for an inside 50, which they haven't had for a very long time. McGuinness to do the ruck work. Up against Prowse. He takes front position. Prowse gets that left hand in there. Danaher took a swing, couldn't get anything onto it. Van Dyke with the clearing kick out, and it's Harry Pepper who take the mark.
All on his own. The separation they can get, they just read it so quickly off the boot to these Lions side. They're working well as a team at the moment. Pepper's kick over the top of Wood's head. Bray takes the intercept mark and plays on. Gets to Sparks in the middle of the Wonthaggi Rec Reserve. They trail by 41. They need to find something. Is it this man, Jared Blair from 50, finding the inside forward target? Not quite on this occasion. Miles Paholke's there. McGuinness has to fight at ground level. Paholke's quickly tackled by Cooper McGuinness to cause a stoppage inside their forward 50, Paul. Not many times they've had it there.
6 against Moe, 16.
6-16 inside forward 50s. Is that correct?
It is.
6-16. Wow. They've kicked 7 straight. Prowse taps it down. Danaher shuffles it out to a runner who quickly got tackled, and over the boundary line it goes. Boundary throw in. Goals coming aplenty for the Zambrero. Goal of the day this afternoon. Swap the same old fast food for something fresh and new. Visit Zambrero today.
And I agree with you too, Scud. They need to actually take control of the game now, Wonthaggi. Maybe hold the ball up, slow it down a fair bit, hold on to the ball, just to upset the flow of Moe right now.
Prowse takes front position, got the tap down, coming through with the read there. Was it in Patterson over the left-hand shoulder for the first goal for the Power, and that is a Zambrero goal of the day contender.
Perfect. That was perfect. And the thing about that too with Patterson, he read it so well off the play, is that he found the Moe players flat-footed, and this is where they've won. It's probably the first stoppage they've won for the afternoon too. He placed himself perfectly. And we know how good a calibre of a player that he just made the opportunity of an inside 50 play and a stoppage. Let's just hope this is sort of catapults their confidence a little bit now and maybe finish this quarter off.
Bringing the margin back to 35 points in Moe's favour at the 25-minute mark of the quarter. On the Metric on Home scoreboard, Wonthaggi 117, trailing Moe 7 straight, 42.
So Sean and Prowse lock each other in the middle of the ground. Prowse taps it down, read by Sparks, lost the footy though. Dykstra at ground level, shuffled it out towards Baldy, and Gilmore's there to put a tackle on.
It's got a few problems with the scores from around the grounds too there from the Gippsland League too. So if anyone's listening from the leagues, can you please get some scores onto the internet?
Prowse straight down Danaher, and then Sean got it back again. I'll have one more go, Timmy, to try and get it out of the centre circle, but this is probably what Power want at the moment. They've been absolutely handed something in the first quarter as they bobble it around again. Trying to work hard was Anderson. Bates is there at the ground level as well. Dykstra got ball to boot, didn't go anywhere. Sparks at ground level, got a handball out to Patterson. Patterson's good handball over the top. Gets it now to Anderson. He chisels a kick towards Cornelius and will find the boundary line right in front of the Wonthaggi Power canteen.
What were you inferring though? They've been handed their what, Daryl? Have they been handed their...
No, I wasn't going to say it on air. They've,
well, you can say arse on air. Huh?
No.
You can actually say it.
It's done.
Well, it's done now. 35 points is the margin. Top of the 50 for the Power. Can they get another late one in this first quarter? Stoppage.
I was going to say, Blackshaw did well there. There were 6 or 7 kids that were just right at the gate there. He was just able to... Quick little left side step there. Prowse will go at it again. Takes front position of Sean. Sean did well, got over the top. Get that one there. Dykstra couldn't get it out. Wrapped up by a strong tackle there by Danaher.
Oops.
We'll have another ball up.
I dropped me pen.
Over the balcony.
Hey, mate, can you get me pen?
Prowse. Sean over the top. Prowse did well. Van Dyke, he gets the handball out. Dykstra, he'll come out on the left, gets it outside their 50. Leading target, though, going to come over the back to Prowse. Prowse dropped it himself. He didn't know what to do. And then he's thrown it. He has absolutely thrown it. The umpires haven't seen it. But it is from Scaglarini there. Pepper on the left boot coming back inside. Balfour picked it up well at the bottom of his feet there. Prowse.
Look
Nick
at this.
Variety. They're all open here. Paholke. Oh, Crocker wanted it. Crocker wanted it. He wanted it. And Lee
That is a full forward.
Lee Paholke just went, nah, you've had enough. I'm going to go back and try and kick my third for the quarter.
And he's normally pretty unselfish too, the coach. We've seen him give it off a fair few times over the last couple of games, but not this time. He said, I've already kicked 2 for the quarter. I'll have 3.
Yeah, we've both kicked 2. I want to go into quarter time with the most on the scoreboard because that's the way the boys at Gippsland Live on TRFM, they'll be talking about me as Paholke comes in. He's going to come in from about 30 metres out. Slidish angle. Little stutter step in there on the right boot. Goal umpire slightly moves, and he's hit the post.
And first miss for the day for Moe. They're 7-1-43, leading Wonthaggi 117 on the Metricon home scoreboard. 28 minutes played first quarter.
And Ben Crocker gave him some polite feedback too.
I think he said get off. Drag him. They get the outlet kick, although Miles Paholke nearly had the intercept at ground level. Tiziani squeezed one out to a teammate. They get it towards the wing. The target out there was Cornelius.
Oh, they're on. He's got to get it in.
He's trying to get it over the top. That player is Jai Williams. Doesn't get there on the full, but it gets there on the hop. Gives it cross to Patterson from 50. And he's got an open goal square.
Oh, the coach
Blair was on his own on the outer side as well. It skidded through for a minor score. 28 3/4 minutes gone in the first quarter for Metricon Homes.
1-2-8 Wonthaggi, trailing Moe 7-1-43.
Sim says, I don't want to kick it in. Scott Van Dyke wants the cheapie out of the full-back area. He'll take one step out of the box just to make sure it's a possession. He does this all the time, Scotty. He loves racking up the touches. There it is, a little step out. And another touch for Scotty Van Dyke. No, he's a good player. A little bit facetious of me there. And a shove in the back. So Bray just worked Prowse underneath it. Got the free kick. Quickly plays on. Scagliarini kicks out wide towards Prowse. And that is Chris. Over the top handball that goes to Lockie Rock.
Trouble.
Back to Miles Paholke. 48 metres on its way.
The whistle's been blown. Oh. It's free kick. There's a bit going on over the side there too.
It's on the wing area.
Yeah, it's a free kick going to the power.
All the way back to the wing we're going to come.
And I reckon it's going against Prowse against
Shannon
Bray.
If that's the case, it's a 50-metre penalty, Timmy.
The umpires
they've played
right
it.
now.
Yeah, 50.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thanks, Daryl Cooley.
Mate, there's a second job for you after
Well, I
all
was going
there,
to say that Sparks has got the free kick, but yeah, Paholke ran in. That was about 4 possessions after the whistle had gone then, if that was the case. So Sparks will have a shot on goal. 30 minutes have gone in the first quarter. It's Moe 7-1-43. Power 1-2-8. That's correct. And Sparks from 45. All class. He's one of the best in the comp. And he just gets a little steadier now, Sparks. And now quickly Paholke goes to him as well. There's a bit more push and shove. Prowse and Reed look at each other in the eye.
See, all of a sudden now, Scud, now it's a five-goal game. Like, well, we're thinking it's going to be an 8-0, start to the Lions. And all of a sudden now, they've got 2 back. If they can go into quarter time with another one under their belt, it just gives them a little bit of hope, a little bit more confidence, and something to talk to at quarter time.
And 29 points is the margin in Moe's favour, right on the cusp of quarter time. 7-1-43 Moe on the Metricon home scoreboard, leading Wonthaggi 2-2-14.
I can tell you around the ground, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland at Morwell are currently leading Bairnsdale 39-13 deep into the first quarter. As the ball's back in the middle here, Prowse and Sean will go at it again. Sean got the tap down, did well. Who can read it off there is Dykstra, gets the handball over the top. Van Dyke, his quick hands to Paholke. Miles gets the handball over the head to Dykstra again. He's dumped as he gets the kick. Holmes, but it's done by Gilmore. He's just got to keep the ball in there, wrapped up in a strong tackle. We'll have a ball up in front of the Moe Lions bench here. As we said, the Lions kicked the first 7. The Power responded with the last 2, and 31.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Boxer's still looking for his pen.
No, I've got a big moment. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute.
As Prowse got the tap down there, wrapped himself straight up, looking to get it out there. No one's going to get it out there. Umpire will come in, we'll have another ball up.
I don't think I dropped my pen. He's picked it up, and now he's using it in his record to mark the goals.
Big moments. Big moments, thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club. Sean got the tap down, ends up with Sparks. He wrapped up again in the tackle by Scagliarini. Hey!
Goodness gracious.
And everyone's seen that too, apart from the umpire.
He just dropped in the back of Sparks.
He laid the tackle and then he went for a second time.
What's he got?
His GPS has come off.
Yeah, okay. Thrown it out there. Prowse, Sean over the top, does well. Danaher reads it perfectly though. Prowse wasn't able to get down there. Reed got down there, got the handball out. Scagliarini, though, picked his pocket, handballed over the top, and he's got it back himself. Chug follows him. He's going to snap round on the right boot.
How?
Lee Paholke's 30 metres out by himself.
Thanks, Croc.
And I'll tell you how. Scagliarini done that. He's done that from the wing. He just ran hard, and he just wanted the pill. He just ran straight at the ball. He just wanted it more than anybody else.
It was more, how was Paholke 25 metres by himself in the forward 50?
Oh, he just escaped. he just... He's been able to do that the whole quarter. He's just got away from his opponent. Bray's been his opponent, and they've zoned off, all worried about Crocker.
And in the same spot. It's always on the far side, 30 metres out.
Because Crocker, he's leading to leading to his right as Skaggs is coming in. We'll call him Skaggs. Paholke's on his own there in the pocket.
Quarter time sirens just gone here at Wonthaggi Rec Reserve as Paholke comes in looking for his third of the quarter. And he's missed it narrow for a minor score.
So the margin now, it is, well, the scores, I should say, at quarter time. It's 7 goals, 244. And Wonthaggi Power at 2-2-14. That's a 30-point margin at quarter time. The Metricon Homes first quarter was blistering. It was 7 goals before Wonthaggi got there first to the Lions, and now Miles Paholke is still yapping off to the Power. He doesn't mind a little bit of yap too, does Miles, and well, he sides up at the moment. Let's get to a break. It's quarter time. It's a 30-point margin to the Lions. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Traralgon. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home, thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Traralgon. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU 48113.
Time to take a look at the top 5 goals from round 8. Kicking us off at number 1, it's Traralgon's Cade Reuters here. Out of the pack, a quick snap, and that's the end of that. A brilliant goal. Well done. Number 2, it's Shannon Lang here from Sale. Receives the hand pass, goes bang from 50 and sails it all the way home. Number 3, Leon Gatha. How's this? Dyson Heppel pops up. A little bit of local footy on the left boot, sends it home. A brilliant goal. Number 4, the quick roving Keenan boy from Warrigal. Did well, snap around the body, oh yeah! Number 5, Cody McDonald from Morwell here. A fantastic effort, plucking one out of the air. A brilliant goal.
1-2. Yes, quarter time. Got a feeling, well, they fought back a little bit, the Power. They got the last 2 goals of the quarter, but it was all belonged to Moe. 7-2-44, Wonthaggi 2-2-14. Lee Paholke and Ben Crocker both have 2. Paul Carter, key stats, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. New MUX and D-Max now available.
But these stats are all in favour of Moe. Inside 50s, 18-8. Clearances, 12-6. Centre clearances, 7-1. Free kicks, 9-5. Marks, 30-16. Contested marks, 4-1. Marks inside 50, 5-1. Intercept marks, Wonthaggi 4 to Moe's 3. Battle of the Ruckman, Jasper Sean, 9 hit-outs, Brody Mobilia 1. 21 hit-outs, Chris Prowse. Leading stat winners for Wonthaggi was Ryan Sparks with 8, 6 to Kai Patterson, 4 each to Noah Anderson, Brody Mobilia and Kyle Reid. For Moe, Nathan Scaglarini, 16 disposals, 13 to Miles Paholke, 11 to Scott Van Dyke,
Gee whiz.
10 to Alex Dykstra, 7 to Ben Danaher, 6 to Trent Baldy.
Wow, all big numbers. Nick Lucchino, special comments for Carpet Country this afternoon. You've started
that song's crap.
What is?
I got no feeling in my fingers and my toes.
I was going to say, I got no feeling in my feet.
Oh,
You started with a T-shirt. You're now rugged up. You've got the jacket on now.
Yep, I need a blanket. I reckon I buy 3/4 time. I'll need a blanket.
All right, what about
some
scores? Around the grounds, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, and don't forget it's half-yearly clearance.
Great supporters of Gippsland Live.
Before you give us the scores, would you like to make an apology?
For who?
The Gippsland League.
Gippsland League.
All the volunteers.
All the volunteers that put the scores in
they are
every
great workers. It's a pity that I was reading the reserve scores and not the senior scores, so I do apologise for that.
So there is live scores and everyone's putting them up.
Yes, they are. They've done a great job as well. Mafra, just the 3 points. Leongatha 5-5-35. Morwell 7-3-45. Big start there by the Tigers against Bairnsdale 2-1-13. Traralgon 5-5-35. They lead Sale 3-1-19. In the mid-Gippy, Fish Creek 1-4-10. They trail Newborough 2-2-14. Foster 7-4-46 to Tura 3-3-21. MDU 5-3-33 to Stony Creek 2-1-13. More or less 2 straight 12. They trail moving north only by the 1 point, 2-1-13. Tarwin 5-2-32 to Hilland 1-3-9. And Yanar 3-3-21. They trail Thorpedale 4-4-28. I'll keep going. North Gippsland, Woodside 8 straight 48 to Cower 2-1-13. TTU 4-8-30 to Hayfield 2 straight 12.
Great work, Boxer. Second quarter just about underway here for the Moe Racing Club, and Prowse clearly got the tap down. Bates was there, they gave it to Sparks. Over the shoulder, handball's okay. Tried to get Sean to run onto it, get rid of the footy, and he did just that. Drives it inside, out the back. Oh, going back with the flight, Declan Kilty. Takes a great mark, intercept marking. Goes lateral to Haywood. Haywood's on the point of the square. Deep in his defensive 50. A wobbly kick. Here's a chance for the Power. Sparks swoops on it. Handball's back over the shoulder. Gives it across now to Williams, who gets the Powers behind. You got to make those ones pay when you trail by 30 points at quarter time.
And on the Moe Racing Club scoreboard, Wonthaggi 2-3-15, trailing Moe 7-2-44.
I went to put the mark down as the goal then, but...
the mark down as a goal?
No, the mark
you're going to mark it down
sheet.
as a goal?
Yeah, because I've got a pen still.
Because you can't go mark
yours
and
is,
then goal.
Yours is down on the ground.
That's a stat for Paul Carter.
Yours is down on the ground. Ball's going to come back in.
You goose.
It's going to be Dyke's going to put the ball back in the middle. Reid at the back. He gets the hand in there. Prowse got the handball out. Looking to get a hand on there was Morrow. He's wrapped up in a strong tackle by Maresco. And we'll have a ball up in the middle of the ground here.
So no big changes here at quarter time too for the Power. So they're really backing their players in as well, Coach Blair. So is the way they matched up in the first quarter?
Sean over the top did well. Was Mobilia there, bigger body in the midfield. He get the handball over the top, and Bates is wrapped up in a strong tackle.
Do you feel they lose a bit, Scud, though, when they have Chug so deep in the ground there at the moment?
I don't think anyone else to play on Crocker. I think you just have to stick with that.
Scaglarini just read that straight off the end to the Dykstra. Dykstra's got runners out there, and it's Miles Paholke. Someone get him a can of deodorant so someone will stand next to him. Paholke will deliver the ball inside. Crocker, great work of the body. Chug did well, though. Got the hands in there to affect the spoil. And Crocker was wrapped up in a tackle.
Sorry.
Would Chug and Crocker play together at Collingwood?
They could have.
I reckon they would have been there about the same time.
What a matchup, though.
Sorry.
What a great matchup. It's just he read the play so well then too, Chug.
Just had a
Sean
light
tried
bulb
to get
moment.
over the top, but Prowse did well. Picking the ball up there. Gilmore, handball's coming back out. Pepper wraps up in the tackle. We're going to have a free kick.
I understand now when they say it's very cold, there is a lot of chance of inversion. There is.
Hayes goes,
Like my toes are really
Does gets around there and sparks.
Oh.
He takes a strong contested mark or a free kick. The free kick was paid there by the umpire. He's going to take it on quickly. Finds Mobilia in the middle.
Here they go.
He's got a runner out wide here in Bray if he can hit him, and he does.
Anderson.
Over the top. He's quick enough. Got to move back off the mark. Anderson's there ahead of him. Does well. Got the hit up there as well. Who's his next spot there, though? He's got no one in the middle, no one leading, so just runs back into the middle. Does a 1-2, gets the handball back. Swings across to the far outer side. Looking for out there in Brown. He wasn't able to get it collected there. Done well off the ground there, though, was Pepper. But it's going to be Chug who's going to repel and come back out this side. It's Anderson. Takes the mark. Plays on. Who's he got over the head?
Yeah,
Lead up
good
there.
kick.
Oh,
Oh,
dropped the
goodness.
mark there, though, was Williams. Baldy's gone down off the ball by himself. He delivers the ball inside. McGuinness wasn't able to take the mark. We'll have a free kick. We'll have a ball in just around from the power.
I don't think he went down by himself. There's a few players now getting around Mobilia at the minute too, so I'm not saying I saw what happened. I didn't see what happened, but
Dangerous spot, Boxer, inside their forward 50 for the Power again. Scagliarini, underground handball to Dykstra. The kick outlet, and there will be a free kick downfield against Cooper McGuinness. It's going to go Moe's way. Pepper just shoved his opponent out of the way and said, I'm going to get the footy out. There was Brown. And Brown says, no, you can't do that. I'm going to man the mark. And Pepper's going to switch it. He's going to go backwards and across the ground, which is coming to the near side. Paxton takes the mark out towards Kilty. The switch is nearly complete. Power going to lock him down. They go inboard on the 45 to Van Dyke, and now they're going to go back the other direction. A long sweeping switch out towards Pepper. He's got Scagliarini on the wing, and he's got a runner. The handball goes across now to Haywood. His kick down towards Scagliarini. Finds him on the bounce. Chip around the body to Wood. Sparks, though, for the Power. Comes in and takes the intercept mark. It's a game of football now. It's not just one-way street. And this is what we need to see from the Power in the opening quarter. The problem is, though, they still trail by 29 points. They've got a long way to come back. But we have a game of football, Boxer.
we definitely have too, Scott. Isn't it funny how footy turns itself around too? Because Van Dyke used to be the go-to person off half-back for Moe. All of a sudden it's Miles Pahokee. But what the luxury you have is got someone like Van Dyke who can do his own thing and get the second or third forward and still take control of the half-back line.
Prowse front position, takes it out of the ruck. Looked to go around on his left, got the handball out on his right, dancing around out that side there was Sim, gets the kick over the top, and it's Dykstra who takes a contested mark in front of Brown. Just in front of the scoreboard here at Wonthaggi Rec Reserve. We ticked over 5 minutes, 29-point lead. Scagliarini in the middle. Sim on the right boot, delivers inside 50. Crocker work, great body work. Just use it.
And that's where you're going to be good. I mean, he's such a big unit, and it's quite deceiving because you see him out in the ground, you think he looks like a mid-range player, but we had him up in the box when he was player of the day against Morwell, and he's a very big unit and very fit as well.
Sparks just gave him some advice. They would have played,
they would have been teammates
together
last
at
year.
VFL, exactly.
Yeah, they would have been.
So here is Crocker from about 40 metres out. He's going to kick it directly in front, looking for goal number 3 of the afternoon. Comes in, goal umpire moves a fair bit to his right, and he's missed it.
It's just the way he moved in then too, Crocker. He just didn't seem his confident self having that shot at goal as well. So just a bit of a let-off there for the Power.
7-3-45, Moe leading by 30 points on Wonthaggi, 2-3-15. Moe Racing Club scoreboard, 6-minute mark, second quarter.
I've got an idea. I'll come back to it in a moment. Reed found Brown. You'll like it, Boxer. So Brown on his defensive 50. Inboard kick to Sparks. Couldn't complete on the first one. Second effort was okay, but wrapped up quickly. Just clear out the forward line, have Chug
one-on-one.
and Crocker one-on-one. And no one else in the forward 50.
Unfortunately, I don't know if Lee Pahokee will let that happen.
No, and I'm not sure Power want that either. But it'd be good to watch as Danaher from the stoppage chips it over the top to Balfour on a long lead. Can't quite complete the mark. Seeing it over was Andrew McNeil for the Power. So we've travelled 7 minutes now, and we've only had a couple of points scored.
And I think that's a big win for Power because obviously we saw how many goals that Moe put on in that first few minutes.
Well, they put 3 on in the first 8 minutes of
and
play.
And they've held that off. So I think there's a win there already for Wonthaggi.
Prowse over the top, got the tap down there. No one's clear coming through, though. Pepper got the quick handball out, looked for Scagliarini, wasn't able to get there. Brown to Sean, gave it back to Brown, the hospital handball, and said, I don't want to get tackled, you can. And the ruck will have a ball up just outside the Lions 50. Prowse and Sean will go at it again. Prowse just taking front position. You can't get around him, get the tap down. No one's able to get it clear. Pepper's looked to try and get in there. He's wrapped up. The tackle comes out through Danaher. Got the handball out again, though. It's Sparks. Umpire's going to call a free kick, and it's going to go to the Lions.
Yeah, in the back, I think. Bit overzealous with the tackle from Mobilia.
Mobilia again. So it'll be Danaher who'll look to reload. Dump the ball inside 50. Contest coming out. Reed's going to be in front. Got one hand to it, couldn't get the second. Wrapped up was McNeil.
Gee, ragdolled.
Yeah, absolutely he was, but the umpire said, I'll have it. We'll have a ball up about 40 metres out from the Lions' goal. Starting to get a little bit fresher here down at Wonthaggi. Not sure there's anything left in the boxer to put on.
No crap.
Crocker tried to get in, tap it in front. Chug did well. He got the tap. His teammate got in the way, and they're going to rush it over the boundary line.
Injury.
And we'll have a ball up.
No, Reed's just caught one in the lower leg.
Just in the lower leg?
Yeah, it's okay.
Otherwise known as the ankle.
Yeah.
The shin.
Oh, it depends who you are.
Shin.
What's that mean, boxer?
Oh, you know.
Boundary throw in. 8.5 minutes. Dangerous spot for the Power defenders. Ricochets off a foot. There is Reed. Handball was quick out to Blair. Had a little fumble. Callaghan closes. Now Balfour's there. Blair becomes the tackler. And we're going to ball up. 35 metres out. Tight angle, though.
Just those injuries are starting to come out now for Wonthaggi in regards to what they're missing, because the players have got in. They're doing their best they can. They just don't have the quality of Moe.
9 minutes in. Still no goal scored in the second quarter for the Moe Racing Club. Of course, they've got a new Cup Day date, and that is on Sunday the 16th of November. Every sporting club could just about get around this, I reckon. You have your presentation night and then have a bit of a break and then roll straight into Cup Day at Moe. A good day. Mobilia wins it from the stoppage. Handballs over the top to Sparks. Quickly tackled by Scagliarini.
Boxer Prowse is doing really well in getting front position. Sean's got to do something different. He's not going to be able to jump over the top of him all day.
He's doing very well, but they've got one-on-one now too, the Power, so they're starting to get on top of the stoppages here.
Prowse got the tap down there again. It was Sparks, got the handball out. Clearing kick came out there from Tiziani. Clear kick was Paholke. Get plenty of instruction coming from the Lions bench, not to rush it. He's got plenty around on the 45 if he wants to, and he does. He goes back in board. They're going to play slow play. Ends up there with Haywood. He goes further back. They're now nearly inside Lions 50. It's Blackshaw. He comes back in the middle looking for Wood. Wasn't quite the mark. Called play on. Got the handball out. Van Dyke. They've pushed him back. The Power have got to put pressure on here. They do. Blackshaw tried to get around one. Just got the handball away. Danaher. He's going to be wrapped up by Blair. Ragdolled him out. Wood puts his head over the ball. Got the handball to Scagliarini. Scagliarini went left and he shanked one on his right. But it's going to end up in the hands there of Baldy. Baldy back to Danaher. Danaher. Crocker's going to come from behind. Chug did well. Got the tap in front.
Good
Does
battle.
well. Great work by Chug. Got the handball out to Yarn. Yarn's got to be clean with it. Here he is. It's the handball there through. Coming through there was Bates. Over to Sparks, and Sparks will find Cornelius. Cornelius plays on quickly. He's got a one-on-one contest there in the forward 50. Good hands there from Van Dyke. Paholke gets back, and the 2-on-1's going to help. They're the Lions, and they'll take the clearing kick from Paholke. He's going to come out. Blair's going to close quickly. And he's going to call a chop in the arms, and a free kick there will go to Hester for the Lions.
So Hester looks and goes on the switch again. Does it get over the top? Not quite. Good hand out there from Williams. Van Dyke, though, he's got 2 to beat, and he's been ripped down in a tackle, and a great tackle that was.
It's like both sides are really creating both turnovers from both sides. I think they're very even.
It's the pressure that it's a pressure that they didn't. It's a pressure that the Power didn't show in the first 15, 20 minutes of the game that they're now showing here. Problem is they're still 5 goals down. We're nearly 12 minutes here into the second quarter.
I still call it a win. I still think if they can get this goal here, they're winning the quarter by a mile at the moment.
100%, absolutely. And I think that works on the back of their defence. They've been really good about setting up sort of behind the footy. It's forced Moe back and a little bit slower. Williams from right on 51 metres gets underneath it, and it's going to go out of bounds on the full in the end.
And you can see the way the ball comes in. to their forward 50, the Lions forward 50, they're actually forcing the ball in the air. So it's allowing Chug and Bray to win at the ball in the air. So they're creating turnovers from the defensive 52.
For Gippsland Isuzu Ute, Miles Paholke's touches. There's another kick too, by the way, Paul. What's he had so far?
17 for the day.
That's the shortest 15 metres I think I've seen all day.
12 minutes into the second quarter and he's had 17 already. He's on a bit of a hot streak. The outlet kick goes in the direction of the Talls. Rove there from Spark. Sim was a tackler. Ball come out. Van Dyke swooped on it. Gave it to the big fella who gets it forward again. Dykstra inboard kicks a beauty one. Balfour off to Baldy. And Baldy will chip it over the top and gets it down the field. Free kick from Shannon Bray. Chug did all the way. He had 2 to beat. Chug was going to win that 2-on-1 battle too. But
and it's a raffle.
He's been a bit loose today. Shannon Bray's done a couple of things that are un-Shannon Bray-like as well, and I don't know whether it's frustration or not, but Crocker goes around the corner, gets another goal there too for the Lions as well. That'll be his 3rd for the afternoon, and it was, again, a turnover from the half-back line there for the Power. It was probably the best transition that Moe have had for this quarter as well, and probably have had since the first half of that first quarter as well. So, great build-up. And a first goal then too for the Lions.
And takes Murray to a 36-point lead. We're at the 13-minute mark of the second quarter on the Murray Racing Club scoreboard, and the Lions are 8-3-51, leading Wonthaggi 2-3-15.
I have a question.
yes.
Is it a stat if the player kicks the ball and it is not counted as 15? Is that a kick still?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just not a mark.
That's bullshit. Because it's cost me a few multis.
But how else do you think it gets to the player? It's still got to be a possession how it gets there. It's either handball or
but
a
it's
kick.
not 15. So it's not. If it was a kick,
Box.
But it's still a kick.
If you kick it off the ground.
If you kick it 50 metres, Boxer, and no one marks it, is it still a kick?
Are you serious?
What kind of... You go to sleep.
I'm just tired.
What is that?
Have you played the game of football before?
300 plus games. I don't know.
How many goals did you kick?
If you
how many goals did you kick from the 1 yard line?
Thousands.
Were they goals?
Yes.
And kicks?
Yes.
Okay, there's your answer. Back to the middle we go. I cannot believe Boxer just asked the question. He's here for special comments this afternoon because we love him. That's the only reason.
It's all thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland too for his special
No
comments.
other reason.
He's not...
I'm tired.
He's not that sharp, I tell you.
Oh, I'm just tired.
Can we get Beast to roll down from Morwell?
Oh, get your love child in. Go on, get him in.
Just get the bloke who's got your pen down on the ground. We'll bring him up. He'll give us a special
I think you must have thrown it back up.
So
I've got 2 now.
Free kick back in the middle. Prowse has it. Yeah, you got a free kick, the big ruckman. Chris goes to the half forward. Holmes is the target and doesn't quite get paid the mark because Anderson got a hand on it. Now Baldy chisels one towards Lee Paholke. Left it behind. McNeil comes the other direction. Got driven in the back and will win the free kick. So Andrew McNeil, defensive 50 for the Power. Short, that's not 15. Umpire said yes, it is.
So that gets paid a mark and a kick?
It is.
Mark it down. There's 2 stats there, please, Paul.
Shannon Bray. Chips over the top and a big spoil there from Dykstra. Doing the team things, Alex Dykstra.
You're dead to me, Sexton.
He's side lead by 36. That's a bit harsh.
That's still one of the... I reckon that's one of your best comments ever.
You going with best?
Oh, mate.
Yeah, there's that many silly ones.
There's that many silly ones. I'm just not sure what that... I'm not sure where that fits. Mobilia and Prowse will go at it again. Prowse takes front position, right hand down. Scagliarini got the handball out too quick for Pepper. Anderson did well to keep it in front of him. She's got to pick it up, and he does. He cuts through the middle here at Wonthaggi Rec Reserve. McInnes has gone. Oh, he flies. Didn't get a hand on it, though, and it's going to be a free kick to go to Kelty.
Yeah, they're getting hurt inside their forward 50. Davies getting quite beaten today. I think it's his first senior game for the year, too, I think.
Yeah, back in, yep.
Yep, so... still adapting to...
Kelty goes out wide. Looking to cut in there was Blair, and Haywood did the job, though. Blair did extremely well. Got the handball through. Power come back inside 50, but it's going to be Kelty over the back of Davey. Davey did well to make a contest. Paholke, though, he's going to clean it up there. Handball comes through there. Ends up with Haywood, who goes over the top. It's a one-on-one contest. Van Dyke and McInnes. McInnes does well, works Van Dyke off it. Snaps it over on the right boot. Swings around. And Kelty's there at the last line of defence. Through for and it's going to be a point because Kelty has ran through the points and then come back out through the goals. So it's a point to the line, to the Power.
Yeah, 2-4-16, trailing Moe, 8-3-51.
Miles Paholke now drives to the outer side. Target is Prowse. Gets underneath it. Blair's there. He's got a couple of beat. Taps it nicely to a teammate, McNeil. They fight at ground level. Sim stands up in the tackle. Stoppage. Outer side. Second quarter, all thanks to the Moe Racing Club. A big calendar of racing is ahead. Become a member today, a young member as well. And they've got a new young members enclosure as well at the Moe Racing Club.
Prowse over the top, did well, got it down. Scagliarini's going to be holding the ball against him there. And it's going to be Sparks who's going to take the free kick. Outside wing here, call to play on. Sparks runs to about 65 out, shanks it off the boot. Not sure where that was actually meant to end up. Wrapped up in the tackle there. There's the Lions inside, and that is Baldy.
That went along the ground. Is that a kick?
I thought I might have had a case with the no scores thing. Again, it was tomorrow's game. It's not this.
Prowse got the tap down. Baldy put his head over the top there. Van Dyke gets the handball out. Scagliarini, Van Dyke. Sim takes a bounce on the far wing, gets a chip over the top there.
Goodness.
And it's going to end up there with Morrow. Morrow's going to cut back in
Lee
board.
Paholke's on his own.
Scagliarini, he's just going to, he shanks the kick though. And it is Chug in front of Crocker. He's going to repel. And he's going to come out the far side there by Sparks, who gets taken out by Baldy in the contest. Baldy's first back to it, comes back in board, finds that man, Scagliarini. He goes on the right foot this time, delivers inside. Crocker looking there, but Chug getting back.
This is unbelievable.
He's playing him perfectly. He's playing him 5 yards in front.
This is a great contest.
Absolutely, it is. Chug's going to go out to the far side. McNeil comes back in board. Wasn't a great kick, though, for Bates. Miles Paholke wasn't able to be clean with it, though, but Sparks gets the handball across. Williams has got a runner out here. Oh, he's just shanked the kick, though, and Declan Kilty's going to take the relieving mark here in the back of the centre square for the Lions and square it up into the middle and take control of the game again.
Yeah, Trent Baldy's there. They lead by 35 points now. Short to Dykstra. Dykstra's got one on. Chisels the kick tomorrow. Still in the centre square of the Wonthaggi Rec Reserve. Now they get it inside, deep, forward. A big pack. Chug with a big spoil on Crocker. McNeil roved it well. Gave it across now to Williams. The run from Chug was good again. Open space, but coming off the bench there was Blackshaw. Davey does well. Get a hand on it. And now a bit of body work. Nicely done. Williams' handball was smothered. Goes back and gets it again. Another smother. Ricochets to the middle of the ground. Dykstra has it, steps inboard, handles over the top. Gilmore's got it, and Scagliarini wraps him up in the tackle. This is better.
You know what a coach's, paradise is? When players have been down for the afternoon, but they just got to do little things to make things work. And they just got to work hard, and it's just effort. They're just making a lot of effort too. And that was Davey was one of them just then too in the contest.
So ball up, point of the square, attacking side for the Lions. Mobilia had it, tackled by Baldy, got a kick away to the outer side. It's a foot race with Anderson and Wood. Anderson gets it, gets ball to boot, half forward it goes. Paxton body work on McGuinness was good and takes the mark, defensive 50. 20 minutes gone in this second quarter for the Moe Racing Club. Margin sits at 35.
Paxton goes out wide for Prowse to a 2-on-1 contest. Wasn't able to take the mark there. Anderson's down first. Looks to try and take the tackler on, and he's going to be pinged for holding the ball. Free kick to the Lions out on that far wing. And they're going to look to reload. Comes back in board. Goes deep down the line, sorry. Then it is Prowse who's one-on-one contest. Great mark on the 50 there in front of McNeil. As Nick Prowse swings round on the right foot. Shocking looking kick, but Polke's playing in front. And he takes this mark about 20 metres out on a 45-degree angle here for the Lions.
They just got caught then, the two defenders, Bray and Chug. And Pat worked
Polke plays on. He's hit the wrong side of the ball there. It's going to land about 2 metres out. Crocker comes over the top, wasn't able to get it. And he's going to be through for a rush behind.
Good effort.
Moe goes to 8-4-52 on the Moe Racing Club scoreboard. They have a 36-point lead over Wonthaggi with 2-4-16.
Bray gets it to Dickerson. And Dickerson comes inboard dangerously. No, it's going to work okay to Williams. It's Jackson. Defensive 50 though. Williams looks up. He's got Blair. He wants it out to the right. And now Van Dyke sits. He gets underneath him, does Blair. Van Dyke wanted a little bit of tunnelling, but I don't think that was there. Boundary throw in.
Just quickly around the grounds, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland in the Gippsland League. It's Morwell, 11-5-71. They lead Bairnsdale 3-4-22. And Leongatha 9.660 to Mafra 3.422.
Mobilia tapped it down. Scagliarini from the stoppage again. Drives it inside forward 50. Going back, taking the mark there. Nicely done, Maresco.
Maresco is going to switch the play and end up in Dickerson. He's going to go out wide, and it's going to be too wide, though. And it's going to be out of bounds on the full. And it's going to be a free kick there that's going to go to Paholke. He wants it quickly. Bray didn't want to give it to him. Paholke look inboard. He's going to play on now. Snaps it over the left shoulder. Banana's not going to be the goal there. Looking to go up there. Crocker's tried to take the soccer. They're going to rush it through there. Here's the power. And we'll have another minor score.
Moe 8-5-53, leading Wonthaggi 2-4-16. Moe Racing Club scoreboard, 22.5 played, second quarter.
Power bring the ball back in quickly into Jan. Still in his defensive 50. He's got Mobilia all by himself. He takes a contested mark. He's going to go out on the far wing there. Out and in the contest finds Williams. Williams goes deep down the line looking for Davey. It's a great kick and a great mark. He's got to swing and go if he wants. He's held up.
Kyle Reed's gone forward.
He's called to play on. Goes over the top of Sparks and Paxton takes the marks. He's going to go straight inboard to Danaher and the Lions are out here. The handball didn't hit the mark. Coming at it, Sean, but Scagliarini kicks it off the ground to Prowse. Got the quick handball out to Pepper. Crocker's going to be all left alone. He's going to take the mark. Free kick either way. Bray just didn't have his eyes on the football there. Crocker played it well, ran straight into him. And the umpire had no other option but to pay the free kick. And Crocker is going to go back for goal number 4. And for the only the Lions' second goal of this second term after kicking 7 in the first. Crocker plays on round the corner and straight through the middle for his 4th.
And they're just playing in that same way. Chug and then Bray did the same thing then too. They're trying to play him in front and try and force the kick over the top. So to give him enough time to actually try and get the spoil on. When kicks come in that deep and with that penetration like Pepper's kick was then, they've got no hope. So Bray had no option there to try and go the man and maybe get the spoil. So they've got to get the ball in that way each time. So he's on his average, I reckon he'll kick his 8th very shortly, and we'll see how that goes. I reckon, no, like into the game.
He's kicked.
I'm stuffed.
He's kicked.
I meant he's averaging 2 a quarter. He'll get 8.
43-point lead to Moe, 24-minute mark, second quarter. Moe Racing Club scored. The Lions 9-5-59, leading Wonthaggi 2-4-16.
Can I retract my comment from before?
Just say he's going to kick 16 or something. I don't know. He's only on 4 at the moment. Ball back to the middle. Prowse taps it down. Mobilia tries to run onto it. Taps it backwards, then picks it up. Gives a handball to Sparks. He wants to get rid of it to Gilmore. On the outer side on his own is Anderson. Take the chest mark and go. Turns and goes. Goes out wide on a long searching lead was Williams. Jackson Williams. Too far out to score though. Tiziani presents. Brown's over the back, but it's going to be a long kick, and he tried to get the extra distance, but it was touched. Tiziani was there. Boundary throw in. Nick Lucchino for special comments for Carpet Country. Helping dreams become a reality, said no one ever.
This is where they're falling down. Just those kicks inside 50. Thank you. I'm just going to leave it at that.
The sponsors make the dreams come true, and that is Carpet Country, that's for sure.
Brilliant. Unbelievable.
Sean took the front position, got the tap down there. Sparks couldn't get anything clean with it. Van Dyke with the hands. Spark got the intercept. We'll have another boundary throw in. Just inside 50 here for the Power. 43 points is the margin. It was 30 at quarter time. They've added 2 goals, 3. It's only 2 behinds to the Power.
And the other game in the Gippsland League, Terrelgan 8-11-59. They lead Sale 5-2-32.
Prowse did well, got it down to Scagliarini. Did the handball 1-2 with Pepper. He gave the handball there. Balfour. He just said, I'll just go get back and get it myself. And Wood, handball over to him. Free kick. Didn't have it there, and Wood's going to take the free kick.
Scagliarini free kick.
Scagliarini will take the free kick, even though it was down the ground. He'll come back and take it again. Geez, he's clean with it today.
Yeah.
The only downfall is he's kicking inside 50.
He comes across there and puts Paholke under pressure, but Miles is good enough to take the contested mark. The back of the centre square here for the Lions. Everyone's in defensive side of it for the Power. He's going to dump it long to Prowse. Coming over the top, no one's able to get their hands on it though. Ends up there, coming out there from Morrow. Morrow on the right boot, delivers it inside 50 and is through for 1 behind.
That's a 44-point lead to Moe, 9-6-60 to 2-4-16. Moe Racing Club scoreboard. Scagliarini's had 30 disposals at half-time.
30.
Wow.
Hang on. How many's he going to get, Boxer?
Don't ask. He'll be over 100 or something or other. The kick goes on the outer side. Big pack will form. Paxton gave it across there to Scagliarini. The Danaher gives it back to him. Can he pick it up cleanly? No, he had 3 power players to defend. And now Dickerson, his kick high and wide is going to be turned over. Van Dijk will take the mark.
57.
Lots of numbers inside the forward 50 for the Lions. Van Dijk will roll anyway and put it deep. It's 1-on-1 in the end. Out the back. In the front was Chug. Ball's at ground level. Neil was there as well for Crocker. And we've got a stoppage top of the square.
That was better, though, from the power in the fact that they had to bring the ball in high, allowed Bray to get to the contest and not be a one-on-one.
Top of the square it is. Tap from Sean. Over the back there's Crocker. And Chug wraps him up quickly. I've got a feeling what we might see during the week is just highlights of these two. Chug and Crocker, and you'll get
you should have them.
50-50 wins each time. They have been sensational. Crocker's got 4. He's going to end up with 8 because Boxer's already told us that, and Chug will probably be the best. And there's Crocker. Oh, Bray got a hand on it just to get the minor score in the end. Rushed.
That's a 45-point lead to Moe now, 9-7-61.
Bray comes in quickly, though, and he's turned the ball straight over. Sorry, Paul, to Nick Prowse.
He's having a Barry Crocker day today.
He is. He's hurt himself. What's he done there, Box? He's got cramp?
He's having a Ben Crocker day.
Barry Crocker. You know who Barry Crocker was? Well, you can't have a Ben Crocker day because he's having a good day. Okay. Right? Barry Crocker was having a shocker on the day.
Just have a seat, Scud. Have a seat. Boxer's out of shot anyway. No one knows where he is.
Is it nearly the sign?
Nick get out of town. Nick Prowse on the halftime siren's going to come in for the Lions, and he pushes it across the face of goal. Boxer Lachino, he's going to go and have a spell at halftime, but it is here at the halftime. It's the Lions 9-8 to the Wonthaggi Power 2-4. You're listening to TRFM Gippsland Live, and it's all on the Alinta Energy Gippsland League.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Traralgon. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home. Thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Traralgon. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU 48113.
Time to take a look at the top 5 goals from round 8. Kicking us off at number 1, it's Traralgon's Cade Reuters here. Out of the pack, a quick snap, and that's the end of that. A brilliant goal. Well done. Number 2, it's Shannon Lang here from Sale. Receives the hand pass, goes bang from 50 and sails it all the way home. Number 3, Leon Gatha. How's this? Dyson Heppel pops up. A little bit of local footy on the left boot, sends it home. A brilliant goal. Number 4, the quick roving Keenan boy from Warrigal. Did well, snap around the body. Oh yeah! Number 5, Cody McDonald from Morwell here. A fantastic effort, plucking one out of the air. A brilliant goal.
Yeah, it is half time. And as we just heard some extreme highlights there, that would have got you up out of your chair. Ben Crocker got the only 2 goals of the quarter. He's on track to kick 8 after we heard from Boxer there. He got 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and Boxer reckons he'll kick 2 in the third and 2 in the fourth. The scores at half-time, Moe 9-8-62, leading Wonthaggi 2-4-16. Crocker has 4, as we just said. Leaper Holke's got 2. Other goal scorers there for Moe is Harry Pepper, Justin Morrow and Ben Danaher. While for Wonthaggi, only the 2 goals, and they came in the first quarter, Ryan Sparks and Kay Patterson. And they came at the 24 and the 30-minute mark of the first quarter. It's been a tough afternoon for the Power, only managing the 2 points for that half. Of course, this is the halftime wrap, and it's all thanks to Gippsland Mowers. We've got some scores coming up for you in a moment. But Gippsland Mowers, they are your local blokes who service what they sell. Everything you need to keep your yard tidy. Only professional Husqvarna dealer in the whole of Gippsland. Head in and see Hayden and the team today at Gippsland Mowers on the Princess Drive in Morwell. Here's Paul Carter with all the key stats.
Once again, Moe's dominated the stats, 15 inside 50s to 6. They lead that 33-14 to half-time. They lead the clearances 21-14. They lead the centre clearances 9-2. Had the better of the free kicks 19-10. Marks another 30 in that quarter. They're 60 to half-time to Wonthaggi's 33. Contested marks 9-2 Moe's way. Marks inside 50, 10-1 Moe's way. Intercept marks, Moe have the edge there, 10-8. Jasper Shon doing a great job up against Chris Prowse. He's had 14 hit-outs to half-time. Prowse has had another 15. He's had 36 hit-outs to half-time. The individual stats, Ryan Sparks really throw everything into that quarter. 10 disposals that quarter. He's now up to 18. Of the other ones we're following, Noah Anderson's had 10, Brody Mobilia 9, 8 to Kai Patterson, 6 to Kyle Reid and 5 to Josh Bates. Nathan Scagliarini, 15 disposals in the second quarter. He has 31 disposals to half-time. He has 17 kicks and 14 handballs to half-time. Miles Paholke at 9 disposals that quarter. He's up at 22. Ben Danaher and Alex Dykstra both on 15. Scott Van Dyke on 19 and Trent Baldy on 11.
Well, they certainly are big numbers, aren't they, that Moe are racking up. And that's the thing. They've just been able to get those uncontested possessions quite easily. And they can win the contested ones as well, Boxer.
Yeah, they do. What do you reckon, Timmy?
Just threw him under the bus.
They're all good.
Yeah, well.
Don't talk with your mouth full, Tim.
You know. Oh, no, they've dominated. I mean, it was only a 2-goal quarter to Moe. I mean, I think Wonthaggi, if they could take anything out of that quarter, they probably won the first 10 or 15 minutes of that quarter. They held them. Well, they kicked the first 3 goals of the game, Timmy. Moe did, and they were in full control. Is that right?
Well, first 7, mate.
First 7, but I mean, the first 3 goals in the first 5 minutes, they kept them goalless in that first 6 or 7 minutes. So it was a bit of a win for me for Wonthaggi, but all jokes aside, the class of the Moe midfield and that half-back line, they've really dominated across the half-back as well with Miles Bahoki. Declan Kilty doesn't get a mention at the moment these days, and he used to be the first person we talked about across half-back as well. So they've taken full control there as well. But a big ask now from the Power. It's still a 7-goal game. Is it winnable? Oh, I think everything's still winnable. But they've just got to show a lot more than what they have right now through their midfield. And the turnovers have killed them as well, Scud.
Yeah, they certainly have. Let's get to around the ground scores, Boxer. This is where you
Hey, buddy, can I have a chip?
Just having
you're going to give it to him.
Just having a chat to one of the locals to see if he could knock off one of his chips, Boxer. All thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture. It's their half-yearly clearance shop. Hot deals, discounted lounges, dining, outdoor furniture and barbecues.
In the Gippsland League, Mafra 3-4-22. They trail Lee and Gather 9-6-60. Morwell 13-5-83. Big score in there for Morwell against Bairnsdale 4-4-28. Traralgon 8-12-60 v Sale 5-2-32. We have got another game tomorrow. That's Warragul v Druin at Warragul in the
scores rivals yet? No scores there, Box?
No, I couldn't find it. But again, I didn't know they were playing. I did know they were playing tomorrow. It was just a bit of a nuffy mistake. In Mid-Gippsland Football League, Fish Creek 7-7-49. They lead Newborough 4-2-26. Foster 11-8-74. To Tura 5-3-33. MDU 8-9-57 to Stony Creek 5-2-32. Morwell East 5-3-33 to Moobra North 2-1-13. Tarwin big leaders against Hilland 10-5-65 to Hilland 2-6-18. And 9-6-60 to Thorpedale 7-6-48. In the North Gippsland Football League, Woodside 11-4-70. They lead Cower 3-3-21. TTU 7-10-52 to Hayfield 2-3-15. Rosedale 9-7-61 to Gormandale 139. Yarram 5-11-41. So a big comeback in that second quarter against Geelong North 10-2-62. And Churchill 4-4-28. They lead Sale City. They trail Sale City 7-11-53. And tomorrow Gippsland Power. They take on the Western Jets at Morwell, and the game starts at 1:10 in the afternoon.
Thank you very much, Nick Lucchino. Tim Sexton, you've got 1 minute. Give us your summation for both sides. What do Wonthaggi need to do in 30 seconds, and then what do Moe need to do?
Oh, I think, and Box was right. The start of their second quarter for the Power was really good. They just need to maintain some possession. The issue is they don't have enough firepower up forward, and McInnes is getting really beaten up there. They've thrown Reed there. I'm not sure what else they can do. They were able to stem the flow from that side, so I think they've got that. They've just got to find a winner up forward. From a Lions perspective, well, they just want to continue to improve probably their ball movement inside 50. We noticed in that second quarter they had to deliver a lot of it long. So I think it'll be, I reckon Coach Lee Polke will be trying to tell the guys to lower the eyes a little bit and try and hit up some shorter targets and then be able to put it into either Crocker or himself in a better position like they did in the first quarter. So, yeah, look, I think the Lions are well and truly in control. I can't see the Power coming back from it, but if they keep up the pressure that they did in the second quarter, we should have a better second half.
And that's what I saw from Moe too, Tim. And it was probably, Scaglarini and a couple of others who inside 50. Sorry, Scott, I know that you want to talk. It's cold, mate. You've got your hoodie on now.
No, we're about to go to an ad break, but you keep going.
I don't know. It's okay. His summation was enough for me.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
We've got 1 minute, and you want to drag it out for the next 5. That's been the halftime wrap. Or thanks to Gippsland Mowers. Just quickly in the AFL, the Giants lead by 8 points there, 82-74 over the Brisbane Lions. And after the break, it is going to be the third quarter action. The margin sits at the moment 46 points in favour of the ladder leaders in the Lions. 9-8-62 Moe are leading Wonthaggi 2-4-16. It's all thanks to Gippsland Mowers. The only one winning at the moment is Boxer. He's brought out another layer of warmth at South Gippsland. What do you got, Box?
Yeah, it's a beautiful blanket. Who was it made by?
Tiani
from TR.
Yes.
Yep, so it's a great blanket. It's got photos of all the important people on it.
It's got you on it.
TR. Yeah,
it's got your broken nose on it. Well, they waste no time. The third quarter for McDonald's is underway. The margin's at 46 points, and can the Power find something in this quarter? Sean took on the tackler in Baldy, and we'll have a secondary stoppage in the middle.
He's been good, Sean.
He has been very good.
And
it's just the bodywork, isn't it? He wants to get a run and jump, but that's hard to do every single time. He wins this one, and out the back there, Base gives it to Sparks. Barrels one inside. Wrestle there with McGuinness. Front and square was Patterson, quickly wrapped up by two Lions. And now the stoppage at 43 metres out.
The mouth-watering matchup continues for the third quarter between Chug and Crocker.
Again, they do battle. Free kick's going to go Wonthaggi's way, Sean's way. Oh, thank you. The umpire pointed the wrong direction there for a moment. So Jasper Sean wants to get it inside forward 50 quickly. Then you got called to play on. That's not 50. And the umpire said he was played on. Sparks gets a kick out wide to Gilmore. Gilmore's going to sweep a handball to Anderson. 45 metres out. Noah Anderson coming back into the upright. From right to left. That would have been a good start inside a minute.
Moe leading by 45 points. Wonthaggi now 2-5-17. Moe 9-8-62. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
He's a likely type, isn't he, Sean? Like he's got a good leap. He's got a good
bottom age under 18 player too. Bottom age. So
brilliant.
Van Dyke, massive kick in, goes out to the outer side though, but it's going to be Sparks. It's going to get the handball off there to Williams to bring a ball inside 50. McGuinness picks it up well, gets the handball over, chip across there. Should have just gone for goal. There was. Williams was standing there in the middle there, couldn't get it. And it's going to be Blackshaw that's going to repel for the Lions. He's going to go back to that same position. Going to have a fly come through from the side. Was Williams. Sean had front position. Didn't have it there with Sparks. Play on, said the umpire. Wrapped up in the tackle there from two of the Power players.
It's like how they've gone one-on-one to the Power. They just sort of bottling up a little bit too. They did it a fair bit in the second quarter. They just couldn't sustain it for long enough.
Sean got over the top there at that time. Mobili got the handball out to Sparks. Wasn't 15, but the umpire said, I'll pay the mark. Deliver the ball, not quite inside 50 there, though, for the Power. They're still trying to work it around. Running through, plays on, delivers the ball inside 50. Anderson's got the run and the leap. Sim did well, got the handball in front. Handball comes out there, though, into Kelty. He's going to put it on the boot, looking for Paxton. The umpire's going to call it or not. Oh, he even went the underneath.
Double hands.
I'll just boundary throw in, thank you. He says so. That was in the AFL. That's definitely sufficient intent, isn't it?
100%.
And that's the issue that everyone has with this insufficient intent rule. Boundary umpire brings the ball in. Sean takes front position this time. Did well, got the tap up there. Scagliarini kicked it. Scud was nearly got the mark. Out of bounds on the full, and it's going to be the Powers free kick.
Is that still a possession?
Maresco comes back inside. It's called to play on. Dumps the ball long, though. Prowse sitting underneath it. Kelty was the other one. Kelty came up and take the relieving mark. He's going to go backwards to Van Dyke. Shannon Bray's gone forward. Van Dyke moves out wide there. The hands of Blackshaw. Blackshaw, slow movement. The Power have been able to steady them or slow them up here. Goes out wide to the far side. In front there looking for it was Williams. Rove the pack there though was Jai Williams, sorry. Jackson was in front. Jai Williams put the kick inside 50 and he's put it out of bounds on the full. And it'll be the Lions who'll take the relieving kick.
So Blackshaw squares it to Van Dyke in the square. Now they got one over the top in Kelty. Gets to him on the bounce. Handball inboard to Scagliarini. And then he goes back to Van Dyke, who ran on. The forward handball to Baldy. And Baldy at centre half back goes in the middle of the ground where Dykstra is. The handball's there to Wood, but he decides to kick it. And a good kick it was, straight down the throat of Leaper Holke. They got numbers everywhere. Gives a handball to Justin Morrow, and Morrow misses. Well, they made a mess of that, did the Lions. I think Leaper Holke wants the footy back and just to slow things up and have that set shot. But a minor score in the end at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter.
Moe 9-9-63, Wonthaggi 2-5-17. Since kicking 7 straight, Moe have kicked 2-9.
There you go, and I think that's probably a bit of an indication of Wonthaggi's defence as well.
Wonthaggi's defence, but that there from Paholke, like in the first quarter, he stops there and he goes back and kicks
30
a
out,
goal.
you have your shot. You're just going to do the percentage things.
Do the team things here at the moment. As the boundary umpire went over, Sparks so puts his head over the ball, wasn't able to get it worked off it by Sim, but he's going to have a free kick given to him.
I'm just watching the numbers around the ground now too. They're going one-on-one straight away, the Power when they can.
Comes inboard. It's Jackson Williams this time. He's going to look to go out wide. He's got a runner on there in Jai Williams. Well done. Takes a strong mark. Looks to play on. Comes back inboard. He's got a 1-on-2 contest though between Kelty. Going to just fly back through and take that uncontested. Oh, it's contested mark. He goes over the top to Pepper. Pepper's clear. He's going to go for a run. Chips over the top. Looking out on the far side there and finding Prowse. Paid the mark. That's Nick Prowse there on the true centre wing. Pepper ran on well. Gets the handball over the top from Prowse. Looks to come back inboard. Gilmore got the hand in there. Wood was first there, but Sparks beelined the football. Baldy got the handball coming through. And we're going to have a free kick paid.
Gilmore.
I'm just trying to work out who it's for. The umpires are umpire in the centre. Umpire in the centre is talking to players.
It's going to go the other way.
It's going to go to...
Wow.
And it's going to go against Jared Blair down here. Free kick to Moe. Baldy comes in. Crocker on the lead, going back with it. He had Reed behind him. Chug in front. Ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
So Bray's just come off for Wonthaggi. He looked like he was in a little bit of discomfort, but I could be just imagining it maybe because no one's going near him from a trainer's point of view, but he didn't look right when he come off the ground.
So 46 points is the margin. Boundary throw in here. Inside Moe's forward 50. Prowse taps it to an open spot. Gilmore's there under pressure. Not going anywhere. And we'll have a ball up. Great to have your company on Saturday afternoon football. It is round 9 of the Alinta Energy Gippsland League. This is first versus third. And Prowse for the Lions. Taps it down. They're on top at the moment, the Lions. And on top of this game as well. 9-9-63 Moe. And Wonthaggi a 2-5-17. And another ball up. Moe are pressing. They are the flag favourites in season 2025 and they're playing exceptional football at this time of the year, but we know it is only June. We've a long way to go.
I just feel like it's tapered off a little bit. They've played in spurts since that first quarter. I don't know. I wouldn't be sort of overly enthused if I was the coach because they've lost that consistency they had in that first quarter. They were really running the ground and the whole lot. So Wonthaggi's done a great job so far to hold them back.
I sort of mentioned this at the start of the game. I think this is how Wonthaggi would have liked the game to be played out. Unfortunately, Moe kicked 7 goals to open up the first quarter and really blew it apart. But if you take that away, we're probably looking at about a 2 or 3 goal game. And it's a contest and they're still in it and they're scratching and fighting for their goals. And that's the way that Wonthaggi are going to win. Meanwhile, you haven't missed a great deal. There's a boundary thrown and a free kick's going to be paid to the man, Ben Crocker. So we got a hold in the ball. He's already kicked 4 this afternoon, Crocker for the Lions. And now he's lining up from he'll kick at 45 metres, very tight angle.
Well, since that 7 goals, it's been 2-5 to 2-9.
There you go.
So it's actually been the game that, as you said at the start, it's a game Wonthaggi wanted. But Moe just jumped them straight out of the blocks and were very good in that first 20 minutes.
So this will be a good goal if Crocker can nail this one from 45 metres out. Tight angle, kicking towards the Inverloch end of the ground here at Wonthaggi, on its way and working from right to left too far. Although it may have made it through, has it? Reed was a little bit casual in the end and the umpire said all clear and that is goal number 5 for Crocker.
Yeah, 3 to go and he'll get to his 8 that I've predicted as well. And I think as a forward, and speaking on a personal level, I used to always say I'll target 2 goals a quarter. And this is what Crocker is actually trying to achieve right now. But no, it was the goal they needed just to get some stability back here, the Lions as well. Because, like we said and we've spoken about, Wonthaggi just have made it a little bit of a slugfest at the minute. So they need to get back-to-back goals to get themselves really in the dominant position in this game.
Margin now across the 50-point margin at the 8-minute mark of the third quarter. 52 points ahead Moe on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Prowse did well, got the tap down. Scagliarini, he's wrapped up by 2 power players. You're right there, though, with Reed. It looked like it was going to go across, and then all of a sudden it just dropped in. And they weren't right on the line. Yeah, they weren't right on the line. So Mobilia took it out of the ruck, wasn't able to get anything from it. Scagliarini with Van Dijk running off the half-back flank. Delivers the ball inside 50. Reed had good position on Paholke. Worked himself under it. Reed did well. Paholke moused him from the back. And the umpire said, I'll have a boundary throw in.
He did. And it was a good play there by Reid too. He's got the big job now on the coach of Moe. And, yeah, that'll be a nice little contest to watch as well.
Mobilia and Prowse. Nick does the tap down. Danaher on the right boot. Wasn't his preferred. He's kicked it out wide, but Wood, it's called to play on. Umpire said play on. Wood took a massive diving mark, but said no, play on. Dickerson, he's wrapped up in a tackle inside the Lions 50.
One of those not 15.
Not 15,
there,
yeah, so
Jimmy.
Still gets the kick, but not the mark.
So mark that down there to Paul Carter.
Mobilia, Nick Prowse got over the top, did well. Wrapped up in a strong tackle. Free kick, though, end up going to the power player.
I should apologise to all the players last week that didn't kick within 15. No, didn't get a stat.
It's going to be a 50.
50, yeah.
It's got to be 50.
Oh. See, that's Crocker read that well. He knew he...
No, he's talking him back now. He's talking
Hang on, but what's the...
It should be 50.
It should be 50.
Or play on.
50. But it's either play on or 50.
Yep.
So Bates gives it out to Chug. He goes out wide and finds in the hands there of Jai Williams. Williams comes back inboard. He's got Mobilia all on his own. Gives the handball off there to the running Yarn. Yarn on the top there, but Davey gets it over the back though, but Paxton's going to be first to it. No, it's Dykstra to Miles Paholke to Paxton, and they've just done this all day, just been able to clear it out of their defensive 50 with ease. Done well there though in the end with Brown, but Holmes got the kick across there, and it's Belfer keeps it in front. Nice, clever to throw. The throw all day. Take your pick, whichever one you want. It was either Baldy or Belfer.
I think the umpire missed it. From where the umpire was, there was a lot of players in front of him.
You're right. He might have missed Baldy's, but he couldn't have missed Belfer's.
You see Belfer's from Inverloch.
Very
anyway,
smart.
Chris Prowse gets a tap down, wrapped up in a tackle. Strong tackle, a dumping tackle though, and Sparks is going to get the free kick to go against Baldy.
He's taken a little time to get up too.
Absolutely, and that should be in the AFL. That'd be 52.
So Sparks has the free kick at half-back flank. 12-minute mark of this third quarter for McDonald's. Peak chicken is upon us with the new McWings at Macca's. The kick goes inboard. It's going to be in dispute. Working hard there was Bates for the power. A handball over the top. Going to be turned over. Prowse, Chris comes the other direction. Gives it inboard. Pepper somehow twists and turns and got it towards Paholke. Goes inside forward 50. The power got the numbers in the front. Reid was there. Shuffled a handball. That was a throw.
That one.
And that looked like a handball from here. But the throw will go against Big Reid. And the free kick's going to go in the way of Prowse, Nick Variety.
Just looking for that overlap too, but it's just a bit of a turnover game from both sides too. When you want the skills to be where they need to be from elite athletes like these guys here at the moment, they let themselves down with some really easy fundamentals here. So Prowse, let's see what he can do from this kick.
I'll call this one, Boxer, after yours enthusiastic call in the second quarter. Nick Prowse misses though. Had a bit of feedback during the ad break, Boxer. No more comments from you, as in special comments are fine, but no commentary. Just a little bit flat. Sometimes you're asleep. As Chug plays on out of fullback, the margin sits at 53 points. Over the top handball comes from Dickerson. Now the power get a releasing kick from Williams over the top of Blair's head, and it goes over for a boundary throw in right in front of the old scoreboard here at the Wonthaggi Rec Reserve. In all its glory, 10-10-70, Wonthaggi trailing 2-5-17. What are you doing, Boxer?
Why are people so unkind? Seriously.
Prowse from over the back, getting a clearing kick, but taking the strong contested mark in front there.
Don't shoot the messenger.
It was Belfer. Belfer comes back, looked inboard. Wasn't able to get there. Dickerson was first to it. Oh, Nick Prowse did well, tapped it over there, gets the handball across there, throwing it on the left boot was Justin Morrow. And Crocker says, I'll take the strong mark here. And Reid was asking whether that was 15, and the umpire said it was. Crocker comes over the left shoulder and puts it through, and he's on the 6 train for Boxer.
That's it for the quarter. Is it Boxer? No more.
Have a spell. Bring him off. Where's the runner? Bring him off. Thanks. But no, there you go again. They're sharing the ball around now. It was back-to-back goals now there for the Lions too. So that's what they were looking for. Right now, they're really starting to open this game up for themselves right now. So this could get a little bit farcical now for the Power.
It's a 59-point lead at the 14-minute mark of the third quarter. That lead in Moe's favour on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Moe 11-10-76, leading Wonthaggi 2-5-17.
And Crocker has kicked the last 4 goals of the game. 2 in the second quarter and these 2 in the third.
So Prowse back to the middle. Sean got high. Danaher roved it well. Nice tackle by Young. Play on, said the umpire. And they don't like it. Paholke got a boot to ball, but only just. Working hard at ground level. Scagliarini. A quick handball out there. Nicely done from Bates, but it's going to be turned over. Williams fights hard. So does Maresco. He got tackled. And now eventually we've got a stoppage centre half forward for the Lions.
So the Power have thrown an extra player on ball as well, which frees Van Dijk up too, or they've thrown one into their back line. But it looks definitely an extra midfielder at the moment.
Prowse taps it down. Kick around the body from Bates. Goes to the wing area. Tried to flick it on there was Anderson. Now had to kick it off the ground in front of his opponent. Just runs over it on that occasion. And getting back there, working hard. Nice tackle by Davey, and the Moe player in a little bit of a grimace was Paholke.
We've seen a couple of different aspects of the umpiring this year so far. The umpires have been very hot with the holding the ball, free kick. For every game that we've seen so far today, they've been a little bit slack on that.
Prowse got the tap down. Big pap out, went about 15 metres. Handball's coming out. Danaher's going to throw it on the left boot. One-on-one contest, and good hands there from McNeil. Gets the ball over the boundary line. And we'll have a boundary throw in just the Lions side of centre wing here, grandstand side at the Wonthaggi Rec Reserve. Hope you're enjoying a Saturday afternoon listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM. Boundary umpire comes in and puts the ball back into play. Prowse and Sean, as they've done most of the day. Prowse takes front position. Sparks read it well, got the handball there coming through. And here go the Power through Yarn. Yarn puts the ball inside 50, but it's just a wasted kick because Declan Kelty's the only one that was inside 50. Just needed to carry the ball a little bit further there. Kelty was dropped there by Dykstra. Got the handball though from Baldy. He kicks it back 25 metres to Declan Kelty, who puts it on the boot. It's not the greatest of kicks, but Scott Van Dijk's going to come over the top to Scagliarini. He's going to put it on the head of Prowse. Wasn't able to take it 1-2. He just threw that out there into the hands there of Rock, who's wrapped up in a strong tackle. And the free kick is going to be awarded there through to Maresco. Goes out wide to Dickerson. Dickerson looking ahead. He hasn't got much option ahead of him though, but coming out on a good strong lead there is Jackson Williams. Jackson Williams from true centre wing.
So on the outer side, Williams has it. Kicks down the line. Big pack will form. Paholke can't take the mark. And now he gets a handball out. Back to Scagliarini. Now to Van Dijk. Van Dijk kicks it to the wing area. Over the back is Calla. He can take the mark. Inboard he's going to come. He's going to roll and go into the left foot. Drives it in towards the forward line. 2-on-1. Chug's got 2 to beat. Goes to ground. Chug bounces up. He did well. And now just taps it towards the boundary line. Umpire says no, throw it in. Maresco was the one to see it go over. And we've got a boundary throw in. On the outer side, 17.5 minutes in to this third quarter for McDonald's. The margin sits at 59 points.
Inside 50s, Paul, for this quarter for both sides?
9-6 Wonthaggi's way, Box.
9-6 Wonthaggi. Wonthaggi only been able to put a point on it. Prowse got the tap down and the handball, but Sparks did some really good body work out there, but it's going to be, see if it comes from Van Dijk or it is out there in Tiziani who's going to see the ball over the boundary.
We have seen a couple of repeat entries back in from the defensive side of the Moe that have brought it back inside 50. So that number's a little bit inflated, but they've had their chances inside 50, the Power. The back line of the Lions have just been
and they just don't have the
held
target.
supreme so far. They haven't.
They've thrown the backman in Reed forward in that second quarter and Bray. So Sean did well in the front position there. Comes out into the hands and get the ball forward there is Brown. Davey gets the handball over the top and then ends up with Tiziani. He swings around trying to get the handball back to Yarm, but it's cut off there by Moe. Ends up with Dykstra in the middle of the ground after getting the handball from Sim. He gives it back to Sim.
Good run.
Sim gets it through to Rock. Rock kicks it all forward and taking the mark. Take your pick. And it is Nick Prowse who'll take the mark. 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. And he'll look to go back and try and put his first on the board
I don't
today.
wonder whether they share the ball now inside 50 as well, not because of Crocker, but the fact is that they're just prepared to share the ball inside 50. This is the stuff that Prowse now needs to sort of tighten up in his game. If he can get this goal through now, we've seen him being pretty inaccurate over the time.
Comes in from 45, puts it on its way. Goal umpire moves a little bit to the left, but just close enough, and he puts it straight through the middle.
Perfect. It was a perfect kick too, and well rewarded there too. He's contested so well and presented so well inside the Lions 50 too. So They've got a real potent forward line there, and it makes it real difficult for the opposition defence to man up all these types of players as well. So another nice finish there for the Lions. And
the margin now 65 points at the 19-minute mark of the third quarter. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Moe 12-10-82 leading Wonthaggi 2-5-17. And on that point box, Wonthaggi had the first 5 inside 50s, and they were rapid repeats.
Yep.
Well, they haven't scored a goal since the 30-minute mark of the first quarter. Have the power. Big moments all thanks to the Moore Bowling Club. The bistro's back open 7 days a week. Certainly is danger signs. This is 1v3. Yes, the Wonthaggi are undermanned. We do know that. As they tap it back down, Sparks try to take on the tackler of Wood. And we'll have a stoppage in the middle of the ground, just a little bit forward to centre.
And the thing too, Scott, around the grounds too, thanks for Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. The other games around Gippsland League are one-sided too, so we'll get to those scores shortly.
All right, tap down. Danaher works hard at ground level. Stood up in a tackle from Bates and Sparks.
Here's your first one. Leongatha 15-7-97. They lead Mafra 5-6-36.
Again, Prowse got it, handballed to some open space, nearly went and got his own footy. Sean's out there as well. And then just tapped it forward for Blair. He slid over. Another stoppage.
Bairnsdale have closed the gap just slightly, but it's still a 43-point game there as well. It's Morwell 13-7-85 to Bairnsdale 6-6-42.
Prowse front position again, got the tap down. Shagliorini couldn't get it clear. Handball, he's been paid holding the ball, but advantage is going to be... he blew the whistle and then he paid advantage. And it's Williams, he's in front of Sim. Williams did well, tapped it, got the handball across there. His brother in Jackson, he gets the handball out to Anderson. Anderson chips over the top to Davey, just over the top of his head. And that's just the cleanliness that you've spoken about, Boxer, that...
Davey could have had a barbecue, eaten 2 snags and with onion, and he still didn't even get the kick. Like, you know.
Just put it over the top of his head. We've got a boundary throw in around 20 metres around from the Powers goal. Can they get one for the first time since the first quarter? Prowse did front position was Prowse. He's happy to see the ball over the boundary line. Davey will take it over.
And the other game too, Terrelgan, 12-15-87. They lead Sales 6-2-38.
Just quickly, Box Lachino for Carpet Country. Weather conditions?
Perfect. It's cold. It's cold.
McGuinness got rid of Prowse. McGuinness, he tried to take it out of there.
Good smother.
Air swing there in the end. We'll have a ball up.
I did ask the HR manager just then, Matt Cummins, is there any danger money or conditions money for working in these conditions? He said, yep, you've got 2 conditions.
What are they?
Go home if you don't like it.
Trent Baldy got the outlet kick to Pepper. Pepper's kick over the top of Wood. In stride, wins it, and Sean ran him down. Is that going to be holding the footy?
Has to be.
Back. It is holding the footy. And the umpire took a fair while to pay that one. But Jasper Sean, the youngster, well done against the veteran in Wood. Chips it over the top to a teammate in Cade Brown, who rolls and goes inboard, looking for Bates. Finds him. Bates comes further inboard. Back to Sparks, who drives it in. Top of the 50. Williams takes the mark. And Jai Williams, 48 metres out. The man on the mark will be 47. He'll have to kick it all to 50. McGuinness presents, goes in that direction, sits on his head. Pepper gets a fist up. And now the Lions have got all the numbers around this. Paxton was one of those. Shuffled out to Baldy, who left it behind. McGuinness goes and gets it again. Handballs to Davey. Twisting, turning, gone. Holding the footy. Pepper wins the free kick for the Lions.
I really like Pepper's game at the moment too. They've been able to release him from deep forward where they've played him over the last couple of years, and he's played higher up the ground. He's got beautiful execution of the play. He's got a 50-metre penalty too while we speak. But he's got himself a little bit fitter this year as well. Hopefully he can keep his body injury-free as well, and he's having a big year so far.
So 50-metre penalty goes to Pepper.
It's a good 50.
Yeah. Brody Mobilia.
Sort of saying it's either
the stand or the 5-metre part, was it?
Yeah, I think it's a stand. It's either stand
and he's sort of arguing
that,
he was sort of outside the 5, but
sorry,
that was a yawn. Chip kick over the top. Sorry if the game's boring you. As Van Dyke goes in, Reed will take the contested mark.
I'm not bored.
It sounds that way.
I'm just tired.
He's just been good today, hasn't he?
Of course, we must say the special comments thanks to Carpet Country. Boxer needs a bed. So if Carpet Country can help him,
he'll sleep. Perfect carpet.
He'll sleep on
the carpet.
Don't worry.
Gilmore comes out to Williams. That's of the Jai variety. He's going to look to come inboard, and this kick needs to be spot on. His brother, he does a great job. Strong contested mark. Now, who have they got out? They're calling for it there. He hasn't even looked for it. He had Anderson 40 metres clear by himself. Instead, he's gone 45 metres the other way to Chug. Chug's going to take him on. He takes one bounce.
Go.
Takes two. Runs on the far wing here to the Wonthaggi Rec Reserve. Delivers the ball inside. Eventually finds it there through to Anson Yarn. He's at the top of the 50. Swings around onto his right boot. In there, he's working himself down. Great work off the ball there by Jared Blair.
Nearly grabbed the arm.
And that's what they miss.
Great work.
And that was a great call too, Timmy. They missed that run off Chug. That half-back line, I mean, they've got to have him on Crocker. They have to. There's no one else that can really do what he's doing right now. But that run and carry, and he gained that yardage, it just puts the defence under pressure. And he did that with the Lions right there, and it was great execution.
Jai Williams for the first goal for the Power since the 30-minute mark of the first quarter. Comes in from 30 metres. He's pushed it across to the left. And doesn't even make the distance. It's marked right on the behind line there by Van Dyke. And they're going to tell him to play on now. He's going to go out to the far side. Smothered there. Great work from McGuinness. Good pressure. And we're going to have a boundary throw in. At 20 metres around from the Powers goal. We've gone 25 and a half minutes here in the third quarter. And it is the Lions leading 12-10-82 to the Power 2-5-17.
65 points late into the third quarter. A couple of Zambrero goal of the day contenders as McGuinness gets over the top and then bounces back into his chest as he quickly got wrapped up in the tackle.
Scud in the AFL, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. It's full time and the Giants got over the line against the Giants against the Lions. It was 17-5-107 to the Lions 13-18-96.
Ball in dispute, little quick kick from Dykstra, doesn't go too far. Fisted forward there from Holmes, gets to the top of the 50. Pepper with a strong tackle. And in the end, he's rewarded for that strong tackle on Brown. Pepper's going to switch this one, goes backwards to Van Dyke. He's got Paxton on if he wants to go quick, and he does that. Now he's got a couple further afield. He can chip it over the top to Sim or go back in on the 45. Dangerous. It's turned over. Yarn's there. Gives a handball off to Blair. Under pressure. He didn't know which way to go. Lions close quickly, and the Lions' defence now hold up strong.
They had McGuinness out too, all by himself, 30 metres in the clear. They just need to get it out over the top. But they couldn't. So we're going to have a ball up, 45 metres out here. Sean took front position, did well, got the tap down. It's going to end up in the hands of Sparks. Sparks went to go left, then go back on his right from 48. Sends the ball forward towards the goals.
Got there.
And there it is. Power finally get their third goal for the Power, and that is a Zambrero goal of the day contender.
It's one of those things. Oh, that's a bit better. Look at that. Nice and slow. It's probably as slow as I was talked before. But that's like all the Power supporters have been sitting on the edge of their chair since the first quarter, waiting for that goal to come, and it has come. Now they need back-to-back. They just need to finish this quarter off and get a few little ticks in the boxes that they need going into three-quarter time.
59-point lead to Moe, 27-minute mark of the third quarter, 12-10-82 to 3-5-23. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
2 goals for Ryan Sparks this afternoon. He's been a good contributor for the Power.
How do you get one of these beanies, Tim?
The ones that say TRFN on them.
Yeah, how do you get one of these?
Oh, I'll find you one, Boxer.
Prowse taps it down. Sean does some roving work. Gives it to Spark. Drives it in towards Davey over the top of the head. They've got all the Lions defenders there. Paxton was one of those. Paholke twisting, turning. Got tackled over the boundary line. Boundary throw in right in front of the crowd here at Wonthaggi. They're not too happy with what they've seen this afternoon. A 59-point margin. And they'll be thinking this Moe side go okay, like the rest of the competition. They already know it. They've played everybody once. I think every side would say that they are the best team in the competition. They're the team to beat this year. But we've still got another half a season to go, Timmy.
Absolutely we do. Another 9 games, and we'll see what form comes out of that second half of the season. We know that there'll be some sides that'll get some players back.
Yep.
And that's always the important part, is that you're going right at the time of September.
Yeah, exactly right.
Great
and Wonthaggi are one of those too, Timmy, aren't
Absolutely.
they? The free
kick's going to go against it, holding the ball.
Just on that, Wonthaggi are one of those sides. They've got 18 players out over the seniors and reserves. We know they're going to get a few back. And there's some big-name players coming back into the side. So It's maybe not so much what you do today, it's what you do at the back end of the year.
No, Sim turns the ball over. Anderson, he beelined it, but he just couldn't get his hands to it there. It was Hayward got the handball out, though, but it's going to end up in the hands of Bates. Bates chips over the top, and McInnes.
There we go.
Really, for the first time today, has got off the leash, and he's taken a mark about 25 metres out, 45-degree angle, and the Power looking to go for back-to-back goals again here in the third quarter.
Josh Bates 10 disposals this quarter. He's
Big quarter for Bates.
Yeah.
Absolutely, he's been spot on. Here we go, McGuinness comes in, 29 3/4 minutes gone, third quarter, 45-degree angle. McGuinness goes in and puts the second one for the quarter on the board for the Power.
I was going to say you don't win premierships in May, but it's June, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I'm having a bad day.
Why would you actually go with the comment?
Because you've answered your question.
Yeah, Paul.
It's a 53-point lead to Moe. 30-minute mark of the third quarter. On the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, Wonthaggi 4-5-29, trail Moe 12-10-82.
Do you mind if I sit in the ute for the rest of the game or not?
Is that? I thought that's where you've been.
Like,
Yeah. Hey,
Howie just said, "Can you get off?"
yeah, well, you're not really giving much to the Gippsland Live team this afternoon, to be fair.
Oh, that's a little bit unfair.
Well, you know what messages?
You yawned before.
Yeah.
No, that was a hunger. That was a hunger yawn.
A hungry yawn.
I don't know.
I'm just going off what the messages are coming.
That's
through.
okay. Let me read them,
If you'd like to text
and I'll give them some feedback myself.
Ball back into the middle. Mobilia took the front position, got the tap down there. Yarn does well, gets a hand there. He needs to go forward, swings back out towards his grandstand side. Ends up in the hands of Cornelius. Cornelius will come wide. Jai Williams, he's been good these last few minutes. Got a handball over the top, needs to hit the target. Didn't, but Anderson's good enough to keep the ball in play. Chisels it in, looking for Davey, inside 50, but Maholke, how clean was that? Quick little left hand to Danaher. He's wrapped up straight away by Williams. Ball over the boundary line, and we'll have a ball up from the field umpire.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now mine's not.
No, if you're doing a text us in, feel free to do so. 0417 523 40. I won't give the last one, Boxer. Ball up top of the 50. I was close to giving Boxer's number away. Prowse does well. Gives it to Sim. Run there from Scagliarini. Takes it. Has a bounce. And the siren sounds. 31.5 minutes the third quarter went for McDonald's. You can try the McCafe new blend today. It's smoother, bolder, better. I'm loving it. And the Lion supporters are loving it as well. 12-10-82, Moe. Leading Wonthaggi 4-5-29. Yes, Box, before we go?
Well, you're giving people 9 chances to get it right, haven't you?
It's three-quarter time. You're listening to Gippsland Live. All thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
9, 10.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Traralgon. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home, thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Traralgon. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU 48113.
Time to take a look at the top 5 goals from round 8. Kicking us off at number 1, it's Traralgon's Cade Reuters here. Out of the pack, a quick snap, and that's the end of that. A brilliant goal. Well done. Number 2, it's Shannon Lang here from Sale. Receives the hand pass, goes bang from 50 and sails it all the way home. Number 3, Leon Gatha. How's this? Dyson Heppel pops up. A little bit of local footy on the left boot, sends it home. A brilliant goal. Number 4, the quick roving Keenan boy from Warragul. Did well, snap around the body. Oh yeah! Number 5, Cody McDonald from Morwell here. A fantastic effort, plucking one out of the air. A brilliant goal.
Three-quarter time, Moe 12-10-82 leading Wonthaggi. 4-5-29 by 53 points at three-quarter time. Here's Paul Carter with all the key stats, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute, the new MUX and D-Max, now available on the Princess Highway in Traralgon.
After Moe dominated the inside 50s for the first two quarters, it was 15-8 Wonthaggi's way that quarter. 41-29, still Moe in front. Moe still winning the clearances 32-28, despite Wonthaggi winning that 14-11 that quarter, and the centre clearances Moe's way 10-5. The ruckman, we see Jasper Stone shown with 19 hitouts, 56 hitouts to Chris Prowse, another 20 that quarter. Ryan Sparks 11 disposals that quarter, he's up to 29. Josh Bates 15, 13 to Noah Anderson. For Moe, it was 6 that quarter to Nathan Scagliarini. He's on 37 at this stage. 27 to Miles Paholke. 29 to Scott Van Dyke. Trent Baldy, 16. 17 to Ben Danaher. 20 to Alex Dykstra.
Thanks very much, Paul Carter, number one stats man in the business. Nick Boxalacino, you got some scores for us around the grounds, thanks to Harvey Norman.
Just a quick injury update too. Declan Kelty's off, looks like, for the rest of the game with his right ankle. I don't know. Iced up.
I wish people could have just seen that then. Boxer's just tried to work out. He had to turn himself around to work out whether Declan was right or left.
Oh, no worries, mate. All right, in the scores, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland in the Gippsland League. Mafra 5-6-36 to Leongatha 16-8-104. Morwell 13-9-87 to Bairnsdale 8-7-55. Traralgon 13-17-95 to Sale 6-2-38. Mid-Gippy, Fish Creek, 8-11-59 to Newborough, 6-5-41. Foster, 17-15-117 to Tura, 6-5-41. MDU, 14-13-97 to Stony Creek, 8-2-50. Yours, Scud.
All right, final quarter is about to get underway for Harvey Norman Computers. Great to have your company on Saturday afternoon. Mobilia in the middle of the ground. Scagliarini with a tackle, along with Baldy. And we'll have a ball up. Wonthaggi need to finish strong, you think. Just get something out of the game, get a couple. They got the last 2 goals of the quarter. They need to start well. Just get a couple early. Sim, though, from the stoppage, gives it to Paholke. A little tap forward, nicely done from Dykstra to Baldy. Inside forward 50, Chug and Crocker. Chug takes the mark and quickly plays on. Switches it to the outer side. Can find Dickerson. And Dickerson gets it and rolls around. He goes short. Finds Brown. A little bit of trouble. Got a handball forward out towards Tiziani. His little chip kick over the top looking for Jackson Williams. And a spoil comes from Thomas Blackshaw. Over the boundary line it goes.
You said the Power want to get something. I reckon the Lions would want a good 25 minutes here and putting 6 or 7 goals on the board. They've been dominant all day, but they just haven't, since that first quarter where they kicked 7, they really haven't put the Power away like they should have, Boxer.
No, they haven't either, and if they do that, then they've accomplished everything they should have done coming down to Wonthaggi.
So, Timmy, it's 5 goals to 4 after you say that opening 7 goals. So, yeah, you're probably right.
Oh,
so maybe Power take this as a bit of a win then after then.
Yeah, I think they certainly would, and I think if you're Moe, with the way you started in that first 20 minutes, and then really for the next 2 and a bit quarters, they haven't really put anything together as to where they would have. As Belfort just puts it inside to Coach Baholgi, I'm not sure how
he'll play on too, Timmy.
Absolutely, but he's done that 3 or 4 times, and he has not connected really all that well, especially down this end of the ground.
He'll air this now. He'll air it, and it won't even make the distance.
Well, he's going to go back and kick a drop punt. I think he's put the banana away.
Really?
Don't
trust him until he kicks it.
There it is. Comes in. He's got the stutter up. Comes in. Drop punt on the way. Pushes it across the face of goal.
I'm tipping he's going around the body next time.
For a minor score.
At 54 points now, lead to Moe. They are 12-11-83 to 4-5-29. That's on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
Chug's going to look to bring the ball back in. Lots of arms waving. He's going to come out here wide to grandstand side, looking for McInnes. So he's got the ride over the top, able to get the hands to it there. Williams did well. Got the hands there coming through from Williams at the end from Patterson. Patterson got it back there, looking for and able to pick it up there from Williams. McInnes, they just got to be clean here. Comes back wide, ends up with Maresco. Maresco into the middle. He's got Brown, who's good enough to take the mark. He's got Gilmore out wide. If he can connect with him, he's got to move it quick, and he does. He's got Gilmore over the top if he wants. Was Tiziani. Puts it in between him and Jackson Williams. And the boundary line's going to win out between those two. We're going to have a ball up. Just Wonthaggi Power side into their forward 50 end. Just ticked over 3 minutes here into the last quarter. Listening to Gippsland live on TRFM. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday afternoon. We'll get you up to date with all the scores, local and from the AFL, thanks to Boxer. As Prowse takes it out of the ruck. He was wrapped up in a tackle straight away, though. Nothing came from it. Dykstra got the handball to Sim, got it back. The Dykstra on that left boot, kicks it forward, and Chug playing in front. Oh, it does well there. Sticks the boot out, pops it up to him, a bit of Gaelic football sort of style. Comes back in the middle and is marked by Williams.
So Williams kicks it high, open forward line, but Van Dyke came off his man, dropped the mark. Blair was there, trying to get a handball out, and he does just that. Now to Patterson, kicks under pressure around the body. McInnes will fly and go to ground. Tiziani is there to help out. Does he keep it in? He shuffles it there. McInnes, well done by the defender down there. Is it Haywood? I think it was. So Haywood for the Lions, rush it through for a minor score.
4-6-30 to 12-11-83.
Now we get it now out to Van Dyke. And Van Dyke looks up, wants to come into the middle part of the ground. He does this to that, turns it over though to Sparks. And Sparks will then turn. Boxer, you want to come a little bit closer to us? You want to get a little bit warm as Sparks is kicked deep into the forward line. Paholke can't complete the mark. McInnes is there, got wrapped up again.
Just the forward entries from Moe too. The way that Chug's playing Crocker up the ground, giving him plenty of room forward. They're forcing the kick long, so they're actually hesitating when they're bringing the ball in. So it's great play there by Chug.
He's just come off for a spell too, has Chug. So interesting to see who the matchup is now as Baldy from the stoppage chips it over the top. Pepper elevates and nicely bodywork in the air, takes the contested mark. Handball to Scagliarini. Handball's further afield to Belfer. Belfer gets around Gilmore. No, he doesn't. Great tackle by Jai Gilmore. Advantage is going to be paid. Jai Williams grabs it and goes. Kicks it over the top. Tiziani's there. Takes the mark. And Tiziani right on 50. Maybe a little bit too far out to score. He rolls and goes. Right on 50. Thumps it. It's not going to make the distance. Well, sorry, it's going to make the distance, but the accuracy's not there. It's another minor score on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
4-7-31 Wonthaggi, 52 points in arrears of Moe, 12-11-83, the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. And Ben Crocker's 6th goal with the 50th for the season, by the way.
Paholke comes in, says, I'll have the kick out instead of Van Dyke, puts it atop of Prowse, and great contested mark there for Nick Prowse. 50 and the halfway mark of the season, Scud. Could be on his way to making 100 there,
He's
Boxer.
on track. So Kyle Reid's got both at the moment, Crocker and Lee Paholke.
Prowse comes out to Pepper. Slow pay here. He goes backwards. Ends up in the hands there of Haywood.
Oh, he's going to kick the goal.
He's going to go right back to the goal square to Paholke. He's going to go out wide. And that's going to end up in the hands there of Paxton. Paxton still inside his defensive 50. They've gone back from then a wing to the other side of the ground outside the scoreboard. He delivers it down wide. And a great contested mark out there is taken by Blackshaw. Handball comes through. Sim cuts it apart. Looking for Belfer, wasn't able to put it on his head, but he did well. Jump back on the ball there. It's 2-on-1. Jeez, well done by Cornelius. Did well, got the handball over there, but Prowse, numbers are going to win out here. Prowse, handballs across to Paholke. No, great job there. Well done by Andrew McNeil. I'm not sure how Paholke and Crocker ended up with one defender in between them.
Well,
box up.
Wonthaggi, what they do is they roll really high and they play the zone, and they're relying on, you can't kick it 80 metres to get to the 2-on-1, so we roll back and we always stay to make sure that we're 50 metres apart, but sometimes that doesn't quite work. As Wonthaggi transfer the footy up to the wing area, and now under pressure was Anderson. The ball is in dispute, but he taps it forward to Patterson, who left it behind. Scagliarini's had it on a string this afternoon. That handball just missed the target though. Sparks came in, gave it to Blair. The advantage will be played, and Blair goes to Williams. Jackson variety, slide angle on a 35 metres out. We'll go back and have a shot on goal.
Is he on target for 57, Paul Scagliarini?
No, he's 39.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Just a prediction that Boxer went with a little bit earlier in the game.
Yeah.
He said that Crocker would get 8 too. He'll get 8. 6. Meanwhile, Jackson Williams comes in for the power. Starts it right. Does it work back? Not enough. It's a minor score. Another one.
Now, 52-point lead to Murray. It's 4-8-32. Wonthaggi to Murray, 12-12-84. Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. 8 minutes played, final quarter.
Half-yearly clearance on now. You can shop unbeatable deals and the latest tech.
Van Dyke takes a kick in duties back and he goes back towards the middle of the ground. Been a little bit of a set play that they've had a couple of times here. Is it going to work out? If they can get the handball out there from Rock, which it did, end up with Wood to Belfer, back to Wood, over the top to Scagliarini. They're out here, 2-on-1, but the kick inside 50 was poor, and Reid says, I'm just going to dump this thing out here towards our grandstand side in front of the commentary position to Williams, who's been good, Jai Williams. To Davey, handball didn't connect, putting his hand over it. There was Sparks, and we got Danaher, and there's a little bit going on between the two. Umpire should just grab the ball and throw it up.
As much as Scagliarini's had the ball, his kicks inside 50 has been a little bit of a letdown.
Williams did well, but then left the ball behind. Baldy, it's on. Umpires are going to have it.
There's a free
kick, and he's going to have to reverse that. If you're going to blow one and try and make a decision, when a guy comes in third up, you've got to reverse the decision, and that just doesn't work.
Agree, Tim. Well said.
Haywood will take the free kick for the Lions, though. Dumps the ball inside 50. Wood in a one-on-one contest with Davey. He had his hands well roved there in the end by Rock. Belfer throws it on the left boot. Nothing there, but Paholke's going to be out in front, and luck's a fortune. And Reid says, I'm not sure what else I could have done there, and he's right. But Paholke will go back to take the mark, and he'll look to try and get his third. He's had plenty of shots on goal today. And Scud, I reckon he's going to go back for a drop punt.
I don't think we'll see Scagliarini for the rest of the day as well. It looks like he just come up a little bit gingerly with his right ankle.
He's had enough kicks to have it a little bit sore this afternoon.
Holke with a little stutter step comes in from 35 out on its way, and he puts it through for his third.
He's looked dangerous forward as well, but like Scud said, they do like to roll high as well, the power, but it can work to your detriment as well, and this time it did again, but he was in the right position. He played in front. He's had a lot of goes at it this afternoon, so he needed to get one eventually. That's his third, I think, for the afternoon, so a nice contribution there from the coach.
And margin back out to 58 points, 10 minutes played final quarter. Murray leading by those 58 points, 13-12-90 to Wonthaggi for 8:32 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
Now, I do need to apologise if I do snort during this quarter. It's because my nose is dribbling from the cold right now.
So Mobilia takes the ruck duties, taps it down. Baldy was there to put it back to the top of the 50 for the Lions. Prowse couldn't grab it on the 4th attempt. Sparks gives it to Murray. And Davey, that is, sorry. Murray's out injured at the moment. Apologies there.
Murray
Tiziani.
hasn't been out here all day.
Yeah, kicks it to the outer side to Jackson Williams.
They'd have him back.
Yeah, they would. As Williams looks up, goes in the direction of McGuinness. And McGuinness finds the target. Nick Boxalacino's.
I'll give you the mic, mate, if you want it.
Not happy with someone. As Cooper McGuinness has it on the outer side. We'll have a shot on goal. So McGuinness for the Power will kick from 50.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, mate.
His side boxer stay controlled. 58 point the margin. McGuinness hard up on the boundary line looking for a Zambrero goal that a contender can't find it. And it's another minor score.
Taking Wonthaggi to 4-9-33 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. Moe 13-12-90, coming up to the 12-minute mark of the final quarter.
Got a quick around the grounds thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture. It is the country game today against the Cats and the Dons, and it is a 11-point lead to the Cats, 25-14 in the first quarter.
Polky will bring it back in, looking for Prowse over the back and a strong contested mark.
Good
Umpire says
decision.
play on.
Wow.
Good decision.
What, the
They
fact
both
that
had a bit of control of the ball as well. So
yeah. Okay.
just give me that.
Yep, no, we'll roll with it. Good call. Special comments thanks to Carpet Country. He
That's
won't
a
take it
free
out. It's going to be a free kick. It's got to go to Mobilia. No? Who's get?
It has to be Mobilia. Yeah.
I was going to say. I was going to say. Mobilia take the free kick. Looks up. He hasn't got much to kick forward though too. So he's going to just dump the ball inside. McGuinness is on the lead there in front.
That's a great
good
kick.
contested mark.
Beautiful.
Great work.
The best
Just
entry inside 50 all afternoon.
Absolutely. Finally gave the space, and then just didn't bomb it into the square. Gave it to the leading McGuinness, and he'll go back and look for his second. And he's going to go around the body here, Boxer.
He will. I probably will. I would. Why not?
Well, he is.
If you look
There
at
you
it,
go.
if you look at it.
If you watch the game,
I
he's
thought it was over.
over his left shoulder. McGuinness is going to go narrow with it, and it's going to be through for a minor score.
Margin now 56 points on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. Wonthaggi 4-10-34, Moe 13-12-90.
I just think when you're on that angle where he was, it's probably more the percentage way. You can just run in a straight. You've got enough arc on the ball to actually run through it straight rather than try and go in the banana.
Like, yeah, the perfect angle.
Perfect spot.
They've kicked 5 points this quarter, Wonthaggi, no goals.
Yep, it's been the tail of the tape for the Power. 4 goals 10 to 13 goals 12. Van Dyke plays on, comes to the near side, kicks it into the centre square. Prowse will fly, and there was 2 Prouses there. Nick was the second in line. He took the mark. As Chris just protected him, and he's a wobbly drop punt kick. Goes straight down the throat of Gilmore. And Gilmore will chip it over the top to Sparks. That didn't go 15. Sparks claims it. Chisels one to Mobilia. Right in the middle. Handball and play on to Bates. Bates' kick to the outer side. Can find Williams. Rolls and goes. Delivers towards Blair. Hits him on the chest. Good build-up. Good play from the Power.
It's nearly their best passage of play that they've seen all day.
But we find that Blair's now deep in a pocket and a player of his calibre will probably kick it, but he's in a deep, deep pocket.
Very tight angle. Very tight angle late in this final quarter for Harvey Norman Computers. Half-yearly clearance is on now. Jared Blair's got a shot on goal. 14 and a half minutes gone. Blair comes in, right foot up. He's on the wrong side for a right foot up. That's always tough. Kept it skinny. It's another minor score, Paul Carter. How many points this quarter for the Power?
6 behinds and Moe 1 goal 2. So it's 55 points, the margin in Moe's favour. 13-12-90 to Wonthaggi 4-11-35. And that's on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
And Scott, we didn't mention either. Shannon Bray didn't come back on after he come off in that third quarter as well. So they're a player down to the Power.
Has Chug been off the ground for a long time as well?
Has. Yeah, definitely has.
Gee whiz, I don't want any more injuries.
And especially not those two.
No.
As the contested mark there is taken by Moresco. Moresco comes out wide to Sean, who's been good. He's been very good today, the young fella. Dickerson looks to take the tackler on. He's gone round and round in circles. He's gone left, right, then eventually he throws it on the right boot, but didn't look. And the mark's going to be taken there by the Lions as it comes out there. And Chris Prowse takes the mark.
He's done a hammy. There you go. He's done it. He's got his left hammy iced up. Has Chug in the coach's box.
Well, there you go. We've seen Bray.
Now, if the peanut gallery keep going, I'm going to take my mic off in a minute.
Van Dyke.
I do think they are Wonthaggi supporters, so they're actually sledging their own, I believe, at the moment.
Hulky.
Is it their own? They're sledging or they're sledging us?
So.
No. Scagliarini. He came back on.
That's right. That's all right then.
Scagliarini.
Tired and grumpy now.
Yeah, you are grumpy now.
He's been awake for 24 hours.
I was going to say. Paholke just racking it up. They're still in their deep defensive 50. Comes out, finds Van Dyke. Baldy says, I'll have it out here on the wing if anyone wants to give it to me. He goes out wide instead to Paxton.
Fox is going to fall off the balcony.
Oh, no, he's going to follow his pen down onto the ground. Paxton over the top.
Wouldn't it be funny if the guy downstairs grabs a headset and starts commentating?
Hester's going to go back to Paxton. The Lions are here. They haven't moved it.
You know what? You do a better job.
They haven't moved it 20 metres
there.
past their defensive 50 here. Paxton is just going to hold it up. They're just waiting for Nick Prowse to make his way to the middle, and that's where they'll target. Does well. Gilmore comes over the top and says, I'll shove a fist in here. Scagliarini, though, because didn't quite make it. Gets the hand over to Dykstra, and they're out here. Belfer. Belfer, how far? Paholke wants it. Puts it on his head.
He's the 1-2.
He's going to go 1-2. Gives it a handball over the top to Crocker. Crocker will waltz in, and there's number 7. Number 7 for the afternoon.
Scud. 7. There you go. What a good build-up. Look, you know, obviously the game's done and dusted too, and the turnover hurt them there as well. But they're a little bit undermanned now, the power too. So when they move the ball that quick, that's what they've got to do now, the Lions as well. If they want to keep putting the sword into the power, just keep moving the ball that quick into their forward 50.
Margin 61 points. We've played 17 minutes into the final quarter. The Harvey Norman Computer scoreboard, Moe 14-12-96, leading Wonthaggi 4-11-35.
They've done all the hard work, the power, and Gilmore came in and got the fist in.
Well, they've kicked 6 points for the quarter.
I know, but it just didn't. It needed one more roll and it would have been out. Instead, it was Scagliarini that just went, I'll have it, gave it to Dykstra, and away they went.
So clean, back to the middle. Sean got the tap down. Sparks is there, left it behind though. Was Yarn, and then he gets it back from Sparks, drives it back inside forward 50. Mobilia's there, one hand up, good handball. Oh, just got smothered at the end there by Haywood, I think it was. And we'll have a stoppage now inside Lions. Forward 50.
Of those 6 behinds this quarter, 4 of them have been set shots.
Yeah, they're costly. You've got to take your moments and take your chances when they come. Prowse taps it down. Patterson works hard. Slick the handball out there was from Baldy. Couldn't release the player. It was a big ruckman. They'll do it again. Mobilia and Prowse. Prowse taps it down. Chris gets to the outer side. Here's Anderson, though, swooping on it. High kick into the pocket. McGuinness has the set. Big spoil. Comes over the back there from Paxton. And now Blair got ripped off the footy. Ripped up. Grabbed and just ripped off it, Boxer.
No, you're right. Yeah.
So ball up again. No free kick. It's a ball up. What's wrong, Nick?
No, nothing. I just didn't know what you wanted me to say.
Sun setting here in South Gippsland. Tap to the pocket. Scagliarini handballs over his shoulder. A quick exiting kick from the line. Just everything goes their way. Lands in the hands of Lockie Rock. And Lock. That's Lockie Rock.
L Rock.
Chips it out to Dykstra. Got a little bit of space. Will chip inboard to Belfer. And they've got another one free. Belfer's going to get it towards Crocker. And all on his own is Paholke. Crocker turns. He's got Paholke, he tries to thump it into the goal square. Now the defence come, but Polke, bodywork, takes the mark, and now he gets his goal. That's his 4th of the afternoon. It's a whitewash.
He had that much room. You probably could have put a Virtue home right in the middle of that patch there as well, because he had all the time in the world. Actually, they probably would have built 3 flats. He had that much time. The Virtue Development Group, I'll tell you right now, because they are all over and done with here, the power. They always were, but Moe are now really driving the sword in.
Yeah, that's right, Boxer. 102-35 at the 20-minute mark of the final quarter on the Harvey Norman Computer scoreboard. A 67-point lead to Moe.
We'll just wait for the ball to come back here to the middle.
Imagine if he didn't give it to Paholke. Like, he's already given him the 1-2 handball, and if he had to go again, Crocker.
11 goals between the 2 key forwards here for the Lions today. The Boxers' prediction, we just need one more for Crocker as Prowse gets a tap down. Scagliarini.
This guy's been good.
He did. He ran over the top of it that time, but he was still good enough to get the handball out. Yarn did well. Took on Baldy. Wrapped up in a strong tackle.
How many has he had, Paul? Scagliarini?
Come on, 47.
43.
43
Well,
touches.
you said 57.
Yeah, but I took 10 off.
Prowse Sparks didn't have it, and he'll get the free kick.
Gave him a discount box.
Oh, I took 10 off. I was probably going a little bit too silly.
Sparks. He's got Sean out wide here if he wants him, but instead he goes back in towards the middle for Bates. Bates goes out to the far side there, and McNeil takes a good mark. Went to go left, then went right, and then the end kicked it straight into the Prowse on the mark.
Oh, here they go again.
Here's a handball off to Rock. Crocker's got one-on-one with Davey. Oh, Davey did well. Crocker just couldn't take the mark. He gets a kick forward, though. It's 3-on-1 here on the outside, and they're good enough to get it out there. Brown, Dickerson, Sparks, all by hand. He comes back in towards the middle and fires Anderson. He's got Williams out on this side if he wants him, and he does. He should run in and kick a goal here. Jai Williams puts the ball on the boots and hits the post. 7th point of the quarter for the Power.
Taking him to 4-12-36 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. Moe 15-12-102.
Going to need some lights on here soon.
Oh, I'll tell you what they need, a heater, right? Because it just says here, temperature at the current temperature in Wonthaggi.
Yep.
11 degrees, it feels like 9. That's bullshit. It's like 4.
Baldy's kick to the wing. And now he goes again. You realise there's a heater behind your box? You could have turned it on all day.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's above you. There it is. Where? Stoppage incoming from the umpire. Crosses his arm. Margin sits at 66 points in favour of the Lions.
Oh, I'm not joking.
Clickety-click.
Yep. 66. Prowse does the ruck duties. Nice little tap down to open space. Lockie Rock was there. Scagliarini gets a handball out to open space. Running out there on that occasion was Hester. Gives it to Sim. Goes to Prowse. Prowse wants to move it quickly. Chris just gets held up. He goes backwards by foot. This guy's had plenty of the footy too. Miles Paholke gets it to the outer side. Finds Haywood. Haywood turns and goes on the right boot. Goes towards Wood. Tries to elevate and can't complete the mark. Second effort was good. Gives a handball to Sim. Sim's forward handball to Belfer. Belfer on the left with a check side wobbly across the face of goal. And he'll bounce in front of Cornelius. He gathers, slips over, goes over the boundary line. Umpire says throw it in.
Guys, just a quick around the grounds. Thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland League, Gaffer 21-10, 136 to Maffra 66-42. Moore 16-13, 109 to Bairnsdale 10-8, 68, and Terrelgan 17-21, 123 to 7-3, 45 Sale.
Some big margins there in the Gippsland League. With a big one here as well. Dykstra kick was smothered. Brown won it and then gave it to Sparks, who releasing kick over the top to Jackson Williams. Got some space and some pace. Has a bounce. Van Dyke will close. And now Williams has to check his kick and come back towards Tiziani. He's going to get on the end of this one. Just had a little bit of fumble when he needed to be clean. Mobilia with a don't argue. And then a kick to the fat side. Anderson was there. He's got a Williams as some help and teammate. Anderson goes backwards to Yarn. Inboard handball over the top to Bates, to Mobilia. It's tough work. Mobilia from a standing start. Miles Paholke back with the flight. Couldn't complete the mark. Williams was there. Got tackled. Lost the footy. And the Lions go backwards by boot from Holmes.
And Paxton will take the mark in their defensive goal square. And they'll go slow play again. He goes out to the far side. That ends out in the hands there of Van Dyke. Van Dyke will just...
Sorry, keep going.
Joe, you go, boxer.
No.
Paxton, he looks to come out there, looking for the young fella there, and Holmes he was able to pick it up, couldn't get clear though, but Paxton with the hands to Paholke. Miles dances around one and dumps the ball outside their defensive 50. It's a 2-on-1. McInnes and Prowse was in the front, did well, locked it all up there in Danaher, and we'll have a ball up.
Would it be a rare stat to say that, would it be rare to say that each side to win by 50 or more points in this round or a round like this is a bit rare? Like, you know, 50 points, 50 points, 50 points. What do you reckon, Paul? You can check that out for us.
Usually each round you have something that's a bit closer, Boxer. You might be right.
Yes, like every game to be 50 plus.
Yeah, that's rare.
It could be rare. I just try to.
I'll tell you what is rare.
Baldy to Sim.
There's no one else like you, Boxer.
to Sim. He'll take one bounce, puts it on the boot. He's got Crocker going back to the square. Works well. Takes a strong contested mark, and he'll go back looking for goal number 8.
When God created Nick Boxer-Lucchino, he said, no more. We don't want any more boxes.
Why?
Would it be rare?
Yeah, you are rare.
Would it be a rare occasion, I should have said.
Would it be a rare find to find anyone else like Boxer?
Oh, yeah.
Crocker.
I don't know.
For a day, he's had a day out already with 7.
Kick it, mate.
To make Boxer's multi-work. Looking for 8 from 35 metres out directly in front, puts it on its way.
Oh, no.
And he's pushed it. He's pushed it to the side.
There's still time.
He said, Boxer, stuff you.
There's no time. I reckon the siren will go. How many goals kicked this quarter?
3 goals this quarter. Margin sits at 67 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. As Cornelius plays on, gets that little extra stat, goes out wide to Brown. Brown comes back in on the 45. Finds Davey, rolls around on the right, chisels one to the wing. Williams can't complete the mark. Van Dyke out the back. Tiziani will close. Van Dyke's handballed over the shoulder. Went straight to the opposition in Jackson Williams. His kick goes down the line. Blackshaw was there, couldn't be clean. Mobilia just shuffles it forward. Wood goes to ground. Tiziani wants the boundary line. The final siren sound. 27 minutes have travelled. It was all Moe in the end. 15-13, 103. Have defeated the Power 4-12-36. We're going to have the shortest of post games because it's absolutely freezing down here in South Gippsland. We're out in the elements, and the Power, well, they couldn't quite overcome the personnel issues they've had throughout the day. They've lost a couple more to injuries as well, which is major concerns. Moe, they continue on their winning ways. As we said, a 67-point victory this afternoon. You're listening to Gippsland Live. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Traralgon. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home, thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Traralgon. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU 48113.
Time to take a look at the top 5 goals from round 8. Kicking us off at number 1, it's Traralgon's Cade Reuters here. Out of the pack, a quick snap, and that's the end of that. A brilliant goal. Well done. Number 2, it's Shannon Lang here from Sale. Receives the hand pass, goes bang from 50 and sails it all the way home. Number 3, Leon Gatha. How's this? Dyson Heppel pops up. A little bit of local footy on the left boot, sends it home. A brilliant goal. Number 4, the quick roving Keenan boy from Warragul. Did well, snap around the body, oh yeah! Number 5, Cody McDonald from Morwell here. A fantastic effort, plucking one out of the air. A brilliant goal.